All right, ladies and gentlemen, the recording has begun. We left off in quite the situation. Let's recap, because a lot happened. Cagliari and Freddy Goznar, Dwarf Paladin, champion in the Guild of Champions, made a bet as to who could win a fight in the arena. A night fight at that. A truly, a truly incredible spectacle. And it was quite the fight, quite the spectacle. The crowd was entertained. People were terrified. People were thrilled. And then at the end, Cagliari did a little slide, did a little sneaky sneak, and may or may not have whiffed two Eldritch Blasts immediately in the direction of a noble in the grandstands. That may or may not have instantly killed her. And right after those blasts were landed, Freddy Goznar, oblivious to the fact that this had happened, destroyed Cagliari, knocking her unconscious. Immediately in the aftermath, was screaming, panicking, the crowd collectively going, "Oh!" in shock and terror. Freddy Goznar turns around, trying to figure out what has happened with a look of confusion on his face, and some people in the crowd are straight up saying it, going, "She got killed by the blast!" Now, it is very difficult to tell what's going on, just to even discern what people are saying, because the stadium has erupted into noise. Now, from what Gradger can hear, and Kingy can hear from those around, it seems to be most people think it was an accident. So, there's talk of... Yeah, let me finish. So, most of the people around you are saying, "Oh, what terrible luck! Oh, she didn't kill someone, did she?" And then the guy around him goes, "I'm pretty sure she just nailed someone. That's not good." So there's quite a bunch of discussion, some quiet, some panicking from the people who actually got a good view of what happened. It was not pretty. But more importantly, from up top, a guard, seemingly dressed differently from the guards of the Colosseum, gets to the edge of the grandstand by the announcer, whose face is in shock and terror, and says, "Murderer! She killed the Lady Lene! Murderer!" Now, but I'm going to clarify. At this point, Cagliari is on the ground, bleeding out. Freddy Goznar is standing there with no clue what to do, and might I add, any of you may interject and do whatever you wish at any point. But here's the thing. There's a couple clerics, and they're coming out from the wings because, they're doing the cleric things, and they're about to get Cagliari up, and, Freddy steps back, and the guard at the front says, "Do not revive her! This was murder! Murder! Bring the clerics up here for the lady!" And it's just chaos. You could barely hear anything, but this man has such a loud, booming voice that he is just cutting through the chaos. And the clerics just stand there like they don't know what to do. All of a sudden, out of the, I guess we'll just say the north door, it might not be north, but north on the map, out of the north door rush two guards who move over to the clerics and then start talking. One of the clerics looked like he was going to move in, and the guard pulls him off. At this point, more guards who are dressed in completely different uniforms, like Colosseum uniforms, step out onto the field as well, and they start moving over. One of them is wearing, they have those standard pike helmets, like with the nose guard and like the conical shape, and one of them has a feather in the top. So of course he's the important one, and they rush over, and Freddy Goznar is just backing up, and they start coming over, and it's just chaos and arguments. And before we proceed any further, Cagliari, I'd like you to make 2 death saving throws, please.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
We should do something.
12 and a 5.
All right, so that's 1 success and 1 failure. Now, we're not in combat, but obviously you know what's going to happen if a certain individual isn't revived. And in the current state of things, the guards have rushed up. Some are arguing. The clerics are not sure what to do. They look around. The announcer is in chaos, in great dispute with the other guard. You can hear a child crying. I mean, it looks like a fight is about to erupt just between the two guards, to the point where Cagliari has been completely neglected. One of the clerics is stepped back, pinned against the wall by the one guard, and it's just chaos. And then you can't really see what's happening in the wings above where Lady Lene was killed, but it is just commotion. Insane commotion. This is a tactical. I'm going to server mute John until he gets his mic in order.
Thank you.
I will unserver mute you at your request, but I don't want to hear wind noises.
Just killed him.
I did just kill him.
All right.
Wow.
So, is anyone doing anything? I'll
I'm not even
unserver
here.
mute
We should
John.
really do something.
Yeah, we should probably do something. All right, Roger. Let's fucking go. We gotta save our friend.
Are we not gonna put any thought into this?
Well, what's your thoughts? Okay, here's wait, hold on. Okay, so listen. Fuck, I forgot I was fucking.
Callie, are you making another death saving throw?
Never mind. We gotta go.
Gotta go. Wait, hold on. No, I'd like to. Okay, yeah, let's go. Okay, Roger.
Drop down.
Hey, 19.
Hinky and Grounger drop off of the field. Let's just roll.
I'm gonna
to see how
quadruple
preoccupied
dash.
This guy's quadruple dash. What a hero. Okay, only one of the guards notices you. The other one is in a heated discussion with what appears to be the head guards. One of the clerics sees you coming over and intercepts you, and another guard goes and says, "Get off the field! What are you doing?"
Fuck you!
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. Guess we're doing that.
Are you running past him?
Yes.
You can't even catch me. I'm
Are
literally
you,
like a
are
million
you
miles.
attacking him?
I mean, can I shove him as I run past?
You may shove. Make a strength check.
Do the drop shoulder, break his ribs.
I rolled a
Classic,
1.
I need
I rolled an
to-
11.
yeah.
I rolled an 11.
Alright, hold on. Because I just realized I need to like move my notes page onto its own tab. What do you guys see now?
Ooh, see his notes. See his notes. See his notes.
We see a white
White.
page.
Oh,
Just
great.
Oh, wow.
blinding.
That's
What
a
is
lot
it?
of notes.
Is it
Yeah,
bit-
it
is
kinda
it-
hurts.
Is it Bitmap Maker or is it something else?
No,
No,
it was just
pitch
a-
white.
No,
It was
but
just-
what is it now?
It's white.
It's
It's
white.
still white. Alright, hold on. I gotta catch this.
What is it now? It's white.
Okay.
But what is it now? It's still
There
white.
you go. There. I'm separating my notes on my other monitor. You got Bitmap Maker now, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Because I forgot I need to pull up one of your characters so I can easily see your rolls, or my life is annoying.
Oh yeah.
Zero campaign. Fallen Meteor. Oh, I can just sit in the game log thing. Look at that. Cool skill. Let's try Nick. Alright, so Julian, you got an 11 on that strength check?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, the guy got a 12. He is not shoved backwards, and if you try to run past him, he will opportunity attack you.
It's a good thing.
Okay,
I'm
so then
fast.
I'm just gonna stop.
Okay. So you're just stopping at his attempt to stop you.
Yeah.
And Garager's gonna, I guess, run straight past.
I'm
And
so
what
fast.
What are you doing, fast boy?
I guess I'm gonna give Cagliari my healing potion. Like I'm gonna
Okay.
like force her to drink it or whatever.
Alright. The guard.
I'm too fast.
Alright, fine. If you want to be a fast boy, roll for dexterity, please.
I'm so fast. Ooh,
What'd you get?
17.
17? I don't think he's going to be able to stop that. No, he is not. One of the guards looks over, the one who's arguing goes, "What are you doing?" But he's not able to stop you before the potion is being forcibly glugged by Cagliari.
Alright, and as soon as it's
imagine
like
she's just,
done,
like,
I'm out.
I imagine
Okay.
she's just like completely knocked out, and then the moment the potion is like on her lips, she just starts like chugging down.
Alright, so you
Alrighty.
said you're out?
Yeah, and then I run.
Alright, so one of the guards,
This is red alert flavor, by the way.
okay, great.
Oh,
says that in the
code
name.
red.
The guard
Yeah.
is going to make an unarmed strike opportunity attack to attempt to butt you on the head. He gets a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that
Wow,
is.
that's actually really funny. And he gets 3 bludgeoning damage off of you. He just bonks you in the head with his fist. His sword seems to be in his scabbard, but he is pissed. And the other guard is holding Kingy. And the cleric just walks up, but is just going to let you run away. Where are you
fast.
going?
I'm gonna climb. I'm gonna, I guess, acrobatics jump.
Acrobatics
up
it
on
is.
All right, come on. Okay, 24.
Okay, yeah. You straight up warped wall up there like American Ninja Warrior.
I had my hood up that entire time too, so all they know is that there's just like the black cloak just darting
Sure.
around.
Sure.
The health potion bandit.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're slinking off, right? Trying to be unseen,
Yeah.
I'm guessing? Make me a stealth
Yeah.
roll.
All right, I am pretty much the stealthiest guy. Ooh, 15.
Okay. Well. Oh, this is going to be complicated. All right. Let's roll at disadvantage for these guys.
I will Venmo you $5.
So that's a no. That's a no. That's a no. And then let's see, people. So a couple people in immediate proximity notice you, but they're not doing anything. They just kind of, you shove by them and they're like, whatever. They don't even know that you're involved
It's
in
gonna
any
be
of
like
this.
Assassin's Creed. Like I get next to them and then we all turn gray.
Uh-huh. Just like that. And I'm guessing you're just going to find the nearest exit and yeet out of the
I'm
Coliseum.
leaving.
Okay, great. Well, that leaves Cagliari and Kingy on the field. Cagliari
I'm
is
a hero. What can I
awake,
say?
and
I don't know how much I healed.
that's a good
It's
question.
1d4 plus 2.
Is there like a turn order?
There is not. You're not in combat.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Roll that for me, Grodger. Come on.
I got you.
Show it to me, baby.
Okay, so what is this? So
Ooh, 5.
All right.
Incredible. All right. Well, the guard who's holding Kingy.
Not the worst roll.
The guard who's holding
Oh no, it is. It's 1
Kingy
against above the lowest roll.
says, "You know this murderer?"
yes.
Oh, you didn't have to say that.
The other guard looks back over like he doesn't know what to do. At this point, it seems like some of the guards from up above have transferred their way down,
How long does this last? 1 minute. Okay.
and the other guards are going over to arrest you. And now, at this point, there are 2 guards flanking Circus, and you hear the very heated conversation between this guard, but it's incoherent until a guard that whose incredibly loud voice, as you recall, to cut through the chaos, Kingy, sounds, and he goes, "No more of this mockery! No justice! No peace for this murderer! She should be killed!" And then the other guard goes, "It wasn't
Fuck you! Kill me first!
You're already being apprehended.
You're
and
already being
silenced. Julian, make for me a strength check.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Whee! It's a 5.
Okay, well, you had to be a 14 plus a 15 plus a 19. So, yeah, you just got pinned. You are on the ground, unable to speak. Your face is in the dirt as you are being pinned by these guards. The cleric is just caught in the middle and goes, "Stop this madness! Stop it! Stop!" The other guard is currently talking to the guy with the incredibly booming voice and says, "It was clearly an accident. You have no grounds to arrest her. If you wish, you must stand trial." "No trial for murderers. This was clearly no accident. I have knowledge that gives me certainty of this. She should not be allowed to live."
I forgot there was like a lore thing here, and I thought it was just like.
So there's a whole argument where basically these guards are just saying, "You have no proof, what evidence do you have?" And the other guy's saying, "Oh, it's a sensitive matter. I need not disclose it here, but know that I am certain she is a murderer. She must be taken into custody by Lady Linnaeus forces. In other words, myself."
I feel like things have kind of gotten out of hand here.
Is that Cagliari talking?
Yep.
All right, he looks down at you and he says, "Silence, wench! You have no right to speak in this matter. Your fate will not be decided by yourself. You will finally be punished for your sins."
Mm-hmm.
And then the other guards are trying to get you out and away from them. And then he says, "Do not take her away. This is our jurisdiction. Stop that." One of the guards from the Coliseum draws a sword to protect you. Oh, yeah, by the way, Freddy is gone. he is not going to be a part of
Freddy
this
Gosner mysteriously died.
all. Yes. It is just chaos. And we're about 3 seconds away from 2 different factions of guards getting into a fight during all of this. It's not long before more guards come down from the south to enter the field to support the rest. Swords are being drawn, and no one has made a move yet, but it is about to be a war because the guy here says, "I will not be disrespected in this way. I am Captain Hoarfrost, and I command that you cease this. Do you know who I am? Do you know what sins were committed on this night? Blood was spilt, and so it must be spilt accordingly from the party who committed the sin. Kill her. Do not protect her. Do you know who you protect?" So
I just
Captain,
had a big brain, but I don't have my book yet. I can't do it.
the captain hasn't drawn his sword, but a lot of the other guards have. And well, 3 of the guards are currently preoccupied with pinning Kingy. The other ones behind the captain are drawing their weapons. The guys by Circus are drawing their weapons. The only 2 guards that haven't drawn their weapons are the guys currently in an argument. It looks like the rest are straight up waiting for an order, and they are ready to pounce. It's getting really hard to hear in the chaos. The clerics are just cowering against the back walls. And then these guards essentially are making their way out. And as you guys are walking, this captain says, "Cease, or we shall shed more blood than is necessary. If you take her away, you will force my hand. I will not stand for this heresy, this injustice." And then the guard tells the other guards who are escorting Cagliari to stop, and he says, "Wait! Take her no further. I will not have more blood than is necessary shed on this night." And then he gets his guards to lay down their arms and put their swords back in their scabbards. It's just chaos. So most of the arena has, at this point, left. People have run out. Some of them are actually thrilled. Like, there's people in the grandstands who are like, "This is crazy! Look at this!" But most of the people are like, "Oh no, this is trouble.
Performance of the night.
This is trouble." Yeah.
It's like the people who go to NASCAR just to see the crash.
Exactly. Pretty much, yeah. So, things are straight chaos. Seems like they've kind of calmed down, but Cagliari's still in the thick of it. And at this point, the 2 guards have headed off into a more secluded location. They wave the clerics off. The captain turns back and says, "Have him escorted out of here." And then the other guard goes up to this guard and starts saying something. You can't exactly hear him over the rest of the noise. And he just kind of looks over at Kingy, the red guard, and just kind of gives him a look like, "I can't do anything for you, man." And Kingy is currently being escorted by these 2 guards here.
No, please!
So,
No!
Kingy is now off the premises, meaning it is just Cagliari and these 2 guards. There's a little bit more discussion. It's way too quiet now and out of earshot. These guards are very clearly secluding themselves, and we have like a standoff between these different guards. And the guys in blue are clearly intimidated because they are outnumbered drastically. But
Kill the blues, kill the blues, kill the blues.
Yeah.
Kill the reds, kill the reds, kill the reds.
Something like that. So things are crazy. And Cagliari just kind of has to sit there in this uncertainty for a while, safe for the present moment, but nothing guaranteed. And eventually, these 2 guards, after a little bit of subdued shouting, like the other guy's clearly still shouting, but now instead of screaming at the top of his lungs, he's like keeping his voice down and like, so you can't really hear anything he's saying now, but you can. His voice still carries. He's got a booming voice even when he's like whispering. After a little bit of discussion.
Neck collar of thaumaturgy or whatever.
Yep. After a little bit of discussion, the 2 guards sort of nod their heads and they walk over together. The other guy brings his 2 guys in and starts talking to them. And the last guard says, "Bring her here." And Cagliari is now being escorted. The head guard now assigns 2 of his men to also escort Cagliari, and they sort of set up a formation, and they say, take it to the prisons until we can get this resolved. We need it out
Oh, I
of
thought
sight
Kinky
before
got deleted.
Monorina is... Well, he pretty much is, but...
Well, yeah, I didn't see him in the corner.
Yeah,
there. I thought
yeah,
it was
yeah.
just like,
Nope.
he's dead now.
Nope. So the guard in red says, take it to the prisons until this matter can be sorted out. We need the chaos off the Colosseum field. So, you now have a formation of 4 guards surrounding you, and you are being put in manacles. So yeah, here we go. And off you head.
Oh, this is really going to be a moment.
Bye.
I still have planned for all this, so this is okay. So
All
far,
right.
we're doing all right.
Great. Brilliant.
Let me tell you, Sherlock Holmes over here ain't doing great.
Well, Sherlock Holmes, speaking of which, let's get back to Groucher. Because 2 of our party members have been arrested. Now let's decide, since we did a time skip, we need to decide where the cart is, where Malakai and Moondude are.
Okay, so logically, it would probably... Okay, how far away is the Colosseum away from the Champions Guild?
That's a good question. I'm pretty sure it's like a 30-ish minute walk.
And is it like open? Like, would it be like on the main road, or is it like off in its own section? So you kind of just like
it's not
walk there.
It's not on a main road. It's off of a pavilion, but it's pretty commonly traveled and near the core of the city.
So I would say that the logically the wagon would probably be in the same spot we left it at when we left at
like
the Champions
outside of the guild, just kind of like off in a pavilion corner in an
Yeah.
alley where it's not being a nuisance to anyone.
where it's not in the way.
Okay.
And that's where we probably would have left it,
All right. So
as well as all the other people we left at it.
Sure. And to catch Malakai up to speed on everything, we did a time skip from 11:30 a.m. to what is now 10 p.m. in Terabor. You've been with the lunatic cultist probably for at least a little bit, and you haven't really gotten to talk to the man that much, Malakai. But that's because he's been catatonic, as in not moving, seemingly not breathing, but still there. He's just been kind of sitting in the wagon, and the rest of the party was going off. They went into the Champions Guild, as Malakai recalls. He gave them an introduction to the Champions Guild, and then got them in the door. And he's just been keeping to the wagon, making sure things go smoothly. He also likely, and I'm assuming all of you are okay with this, that he likely got word that this night fight thing was happening.
That would make sense.
And probably decided to specifically stay away from it.
Fight.
Yes. So, particularly stay away from it because you're going up against a member of the Guild of Champions, and Malakai doesn't really want to counter Freddy Goznar, a former guild member, anyway. So I'm going to assume that Malakai is with the wagon, and it is 10 p.m. Are we all okay with this?
Sure.
Great. Then let us start there. I will draw us in the black space of nothingness. I will draw us.
Meanwhile, back on the ranch.
This is absolutely a back on the ranch moment. Malakai and Moondude and our wagon, and of course our loyal steed Samantha. And apparently, I don't have Cedar saved, and that is very funny.
We're also, for all intents and purposes, Dweeby is still under a hammock.
Dweeby is still under a hammock underneath the wagon and has just been sleeping and nibbling on the rations, mainly the nuts and beans. All right, well,
this will be his face down position.
let's cut to the wagon tenders who are just off in a pavilion, keeping to the wagon. And Malakai, Dweeby hasn't exactly been talkative. He's just kind of been chilling under the wagon, so you haven't exactly struck conversation with him. And like I said, Moondude has been, in fact, catatonic. So you haven't had a whole lot of people to talk to. And like I said, it's 10 p.m., and suddenly, Moondude, you're awake.
What?
It's like one of those things where you're just like laying down and then just all of a sudden sitting up in like milliseconds.
Pretty much. Moondude, you find yourself in an unfamiliar pavilion.
Ceiling.
With an unfamiliar ceiling, yeah. You find yourself in an unfamiliar pavilion, kind of backed up in an alley between two rather large buildings, just kind of nestled between them. And you just wake up in this wagon. Did he even? No, he knew about the wagon, right? He just went catatonic after the Cyclops fight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool. So you find yourself in the wagon, so familiar with Cedar and Samantha, classic, and Malakai. But you don't remember talking to that much, and it's dark, and the last thing you remember is defeating that Cyclops. And you're here now. Happy birthday.
Moon Dude sits up.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking around. He's lost.
And Malachi, you notice shuffling from the back of the wagon as the man in the plague doctor mask sits up and just begins aimlessly looking around.
Hi.
When did you get here?
Diagnostic protocol's finished.
You've been, I want to say, asleep for a while? Are you doing all right?
I think so.
Brilliant.
Where are
Still
we?
waiting on. We're in Terrible.
Oh,
And if the rumors are to be true, we should stay exactly here, in this part of Terrible.
where are the others? And where's Meteor?
Oh shoot!
Not
Where
quite.
is Meteor? Uh-oh.
Where's Meteor? The DM.
Where's the dog?
Error.
There he is.
Error.
Dog is
error.
just dog is sleeping in the wagon because
The
dog is
simulation
with
is crumbling.
dog is with them.
All right,
Let's
so where are
say,
the
oh,
others?
let's actually say this. Hold on, before you guys continue. Remember how we were talking about how Meteor should have a cloak? Let's say that in the downtime, Malachi had 11 hours to get Meteor a cloak, so he's not just sticking out like a sore thumb.
He didn't steal
Oh wait, I
Moon
gotta
Dude's
get
blanket
No,
anymore.
he didn't steal Moon Dude's blanket, and in fact, I'm gonna be a real hero and go
Oh,
to
he's
hero
gonna be a
first.
real hero.
I'm gonna
Look at
give
this.
him a cloak.
I wonder if we're gonna get to see what is it?
Where even
Goober?
is he? Goober. There's a number of goobers, yes. Unfortunately, I don't think I can actually give him a hood with his helmet. Also, hardware acceleration is not on, so Hero Force is having a very fun time. But this is important. It's for the plot. So,
Ooh, no!
See, now he has a cape. Now he's got drip. What
Ah.
color? What color do you want the cape to be? I'll give this
I
to
don't
you.
know. Unpainted gray looks pretty good.
Just gray. Yeah, let's leave it unpainted gray. Perfect.
You
Perfect.
can make him yellow.
I should really turn on hardware acceleration, but I can't do that without crashing bitmap maker, so no hardware acceleration for you. Alright, well Meteor has a gray cloak and a hood, so he's just kind of off now. And Meteor steps up from being next to the horses and petting the horses, and he goes, Moon Dude!
Moon Dude whips around. There you are.
You awake now.
Yeah.
Why you sleep for so long?
Fantastic question.
What fantastic.
Never mind. He looks back around to Malachi. So where are the others?
They went to the Coliseum a few hours ago.
To do what?
Participate in a fight of some sort. They were challenging a member of the guild. It's actually quite auspicious, actually. But judging from the rumors I hear flying around, they may have gotten themselves into a spot of trouble.
Did they need us?
Possibly.
Hey, Grouger. Have you been making your way back to the wagon?
He's dead.
Is he dead? I think he
Tripped and
is.
fell on the way to the
He
wagon.
tripped and fell and died. Our color.
All of a sudden,
Uh
around the corner.
huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, hold up. Josh is trying to ask me if the sink water gives me diseases.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm rolling around.
Mm-hmm.
visually confirming everything's still there.
Everything is still there. And Moonded is
Looking for the
awake.
2 people we were there.
The 2 people are there.
All right, and I go, hey!
Uh.
So good news, bad news. The good news is I'm back. The bad news is everyone else got arrested.
They what?
What did you guys do?
What did we do? Nothing. What did Cagliari do? Well, let's just say that maybe potentially some type of thing flew out of the arena and just evaporated a noble. And let's just say, hypothetically, the thing that flew out was from Cagliari. And now it's a whole big thing. They also weren't going to heal her because she got attacked by Freddy Gosnar, hero of the people. And so me and Kingy had to step in, heal her, but unfortunately he got arrested. So now they're both arrested.
All right.
But I'm here, so I don't think that might help. So now we got to decide what to do next. I feel like it's probably a good idea to maybe potentially rescue them, but maybe we might not have to do that depending on how things work out. I say as a good step 1, we should lay low and then find where the prison is.
All right, that sounds amenable.
So, but that I think will be a tomorrow thing. Because doing anything tonight will probably be a bad idea. Because unfortunately, I didn't get away the most stealthily.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what direction I went, but they definitely know that there's a third person. Which I'm also going to change into my common clothes.
Hop in the wagon and change.
Finally a use for these things.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, that means I have to take off my... No, I can keep my armor on and just have to take the cloak off, probably. Ooh, but that means I'll have to take off all 75 of my daggers.
Oh no.
We'll figure that out later.
So Meteor, who has his hands over the wagon gently, says, "What arrested?"
They were taken to a place and are being kept there, and they don't want to be there for something that they did that everyone else doesn't like, usually.
Ah. Is that like when Dad says I have to go to room and sit there even though room is empty and I have no one to play with?
Yes.
Oh.
They're being sent to their room, except it's not really theirs.
Well, my room wasn't mine. It was small. And I didn't like it. I don't know whose room it was.
So that was a storage closet. There's a bunch of mops in there. Okay.
But just to be
So-
sure that I'm quite understanding, are you acknowledging that Cagliari is responsible or no?
Well, Grouger, did you ever roll an insight check?
I think I did.
And you
So I
did,
would
and it was
know.
intentional, and you know it's intentional. Okay. Yes, yes.
But now is the question, do I convey that
That's a
information?
great question.
I'm good. Okay. I don't know. I
You
think
don't
it's better to ask Cagliari yourself instead of just speculating.
Hmm.
Because they were in the middle of battle. I was actually like eating some local delicacy. It's called
Uh-huh.
fried woodchuck.
Okay.
Hmm.
Very delicious.
Gotta go to my note sheet and add local delicacy of terrible fried woodchuck.
Yeah, you see they like drizzle honey on it and then they fry it. It's a really rare creature. It's out in the fields, But so I was eating that, and then I look like it was like one of those ones when you're looking, and then you look away, and then you look back, and you're like, what? So
So
Alright.
you're saying we should lay low for the night?
at least for now, I don't know if they'll be looking for me, but there's no reason not to play it safe.
Alrighty.
All right, good night.
Are you just sleeping in the wagon?
Probably.
Okay. Says goodnight, hides under a blanket in the wagon.
I just go like stiff.
Yeah.
We got a great protector meteor. He will do something.
Oh boy.
All right. Okay.
Moon Dude turns to Malakai. So what do you think of all this?
You know, I'd like to say that this is the craziest thing that's ever happened, but that's the life of an adventurer, isn't it? Let's. I agree. Let's get some sleep and then see what we can do in the morning. Perhaps there might be
more
someone
sleep.
that I know.
Yeah, maybe you don't go to sleep. Moon Dude maybe stays awake.
Ah,
You guys
Moon Dude
notice?
spends another 78 hours asleep.
You guys notice that there's a man just kind of looking at you guys while you're talking.
Man.
He just looks like a regular dude. Commoner's clothes, much like Grudger has to wear now. And he walks up and he says, "You know, you guys can't like stay here, right?
Huh? What do you mean?
You can't just like camp and sleep outside the Guild of Champions. This whole pavilion, well, not the whole pavilion, but like 20 feet off the pavilion is ours. So you've been in our alley for a really long time, and like I was gonna let it slide, but you guys are letting the horses poop all over the pavilion, and I have to clean that. And usually we like to keep our alleys clear for people to walk through. So yeah, you need to leave."
Kill him.
Grudger whispers from under his blanket.
Yeah, we'll move the wagon.
Alright.
can I cast suggestion?
You can cast suggestion.
Okay.
It was going to be a lot better than what I was going to suggest.
All right. So he has to make a wisdom save.
Oh, he's the best at those. Watch this. He got a 15. He's a hero.
Perfect. So he fails.
Oh.
You're absolutely correct. We do have to move it. Wouldn't it be best if we move ours to within the walls of the guild, and we stay for the night, where we can be better supervised and keep things clean?
Yeah, definitely. Because then we can just take your wagon to the stables and take care of your horses for you. So, yeah, I'd recommend that.
That's such a brilliant idea. I couldn't have thought of it myself.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, lead the way.
What if you did more work?
Alright.
I should do more work.
Okay, so he begins leading your horses sort of to the back door of the guild, walking around the building, eventually to an area with lower walls, and Meteor just kind of follows now that the cart is moving. And he walks you eventually into, we're going to run into the Coliseum because I just drew this on here. He just eventually takes your wagon into the walls and like into like the 4-foot like cobblestone walls as he enters in. And as he's ushering you guys in, there's another common looking man, but this guy has a beard, so he's cool. The other guy doesn't have a beard, and he's got a broom, and he just goes, "Matthew, who are these people?" And Matthew goes, "Oh yeah, we're taking them in for the night because it's easier than letting them sit on the street because their horses were pooping on the pavilion. I told them I had to clean it, so we said we would put them in here." Matthew, that doesn't answer the question. Who are these people? Oh, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know?
Alright, I got this.
Mm-hmm. Step up to the plate, Grudger.
I'm stepping up to the plate. I'm going to eject out the back of the wagon.
Okay.
Like, just like it's a very
Blending
fast
in.
movement. I go, hello, hello. Hi, we are potential new people to join the Guild of Champions. We're waiting on some forms back, and so while we're waiting, we're just gonna wait around here. And unfortunately, we have all this stuff, and it's just best. It would be best if we kept it here, you know.
And
And with the
and on whose authority are you going to be staying here?
Does the name Orion Nightshade mean anything to you?
Yes, but knowing a name doesn't grant you asylum here. Has Orion given a letter or sent approval that you may stay under his name? He's out of town right now, so...
Well, I was told he would be expecting me.
Roll for deception.
I just zoomed Discord out 75 million times.
11.
The man just kind of gives you like a really dude look and he goes, Mr. Delumia, if Orion Nightshade were expecting you, he would have informed me. Now, if you wish to request to stay here, Mr. Delumia, I would be happy to meet your requirements, but you will not just slink in because you're friends with Mr. Nightshade. Do you understand?
Fine.
Learn some
you know me-
respect, young man. Quit trying to swindle all of your elders. Hand over the fees and we'll let you stay.
Hand over the fee.
Fine. How much is it,
15 gold.
Oh,
It's absolutely fine. Take your 15 gold, sir. Here you go.
Very well. Have a pleasant stay, Mr. Delumiere. And Matthew, huh? We're going to have a talk.
oh, Matthew's dead. We'll never see him again.
Alright. Well, you guys are in.
We're in.
Congrats.
Now you gotta make Matthew a recurring NPC that shows up like every session.
And he gets
Yeah.
recycled every session.
Hold up, wait, I gotta write down Matthew, he's important.
He gets thrown into the shredder.
Matthew is a groundskeeper for Guild of Champions. He's a
Alright.
hero. He's gonna be the real hero of the story.
We need to get our money back.
That's my next player character.
Matthew?
Yeah.
Just the groundskeeper. Yeah. Who knows? He could know anything. He could have hidden magical powers and you wouldn't know about it. He could be a Jedi.
Whoa.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm not referencing anything there.
you guys
Um,
take your wagon and you kind of just find an empty spot on the stables, and there's a couple other workers, but you just kind of nod to Malakai, and then you guys really aren't questioned from that point onwards. It's also pretty empty. Like there are horses and there are a couple workers, but you know no one's really looking to bother you. So you set up shop, and Malakai knows where you guys can lodge for the night and what he just paid for. So he kind of, I'm assuming, you'll just direct them to their rooms so they may rest for the night. Unless there's anything else you want to do, I don't care. But
Where did they just go? Matthew and the other guy.
I mean, you can still hear them talking, and they're kind of just over in the other direction, like across, like
Okay.
not in the
I'm gonna-
alley where you came from exactly, but pretty close to that.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
You said
I'm
all
just
of us
gonna go
can hear.
sleep.
You said all of us can hear them.
Only if you really want to.
Can I just go over very quickly?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you require, Mr. Delumiere?
I just wanted to apologize for earlier. You caught me in not the best moment. I don't believe we were properly introduced. You seem to know me, but I don't seem to recall you. If you forgive me.
Most guild members don't know me. I'm the head servant. My name is Jonathan. Get pranked. Now you know what it feels like when everyone is named John. Anyway,
Gonna end up at Johnsville. Everybody's
everyone is going to be named John. Yeah.
Well, Jonathan, I do apologize, and I look forward to interacting with you as we're here. But I assure that we'll stay out of your hair for the most part.
Just don't cause any trouble, young man.
And I would like to leave a message for Mr. Nightshade when he gets back.
Very well.
I'll leave it in our rooms, and when we leave.
Very well. I shall be sure to deliver it.
And then head back to the room.
Alright. Well, anyone else want to do anything? 2 people are arrested.
I'm going to sleep.
Great news. Well, you guys have fun. Because now I get to go over to the funny zone. And you'll never believe what's happening in the funny zone. I'm going to make the funny zone real quick, though. It's important. Check this out.
We might lose Kingy, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Uh-huh. So we're going to do this. Classic funny zone right here. The funniest of funny zones. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Alright. Wait, that's not correct. It's gotta be like this. Funniest of the funny zones. The classic. I finally get to use for these. Yeah.
Whoa.
Check it out.
Whoa.
Yeah. Look at it. It's perfect. Literally perfect.
Someone gets the broom closet one that's only 2 blocks wide instead of 3.
Yeah, no. Alright, so, let's cut back to Cagliari. You have been escorted to the jail, and it has been quite a walk. Like a straight up 15-minute walk. And upon entering the jail, there's kind of like a secretary guard at the front who goes, "What's this then?" And then the guards go, or one of the red guards goes, "You don't even want to know. Just let us do what we need to do." And then the guy kind of goes, "Okay." And he was about to ask, "Could you fill out the paper?" But they're already headed down the hallway. So he just kind of goes, "Okay." So, yeah. You're escorted all the way to the end of a hallway of a series of cells, and you are just dropped into that cell. And 2 guards are placed on the other side of it, and the guards in blue are just glaring at you.
I'm just gonna, if there's like a bed, I'm just gonna sit on it.
Yep, there's a bed. You are sitting on the bed. Congratulations.
Woo!
So, yeah, it is awkward. You know, like when people say, like, you can, like, the awkwardness is, like, palpable. Like, you can touch it and it's, like, in the air.
Yep.
Like a little bit of that between the red and the blue guards. And after quite a bit of silence, one of the red guards goes, "So, what just happened?" And then the blue guards just kind of glare at him. And he goes, "Listen, man, I didn't see it. I was just giving orders. I'm serious. Do you guys know? Also, who are you with? Are you Lucine?" Nothing. The guard keeps going. He's about to speak again. And then the guard on the right just goes, "Gerald? Shut up." "And now you know. Check out this guy. This guy's not a party member. Get him out of there. Gerald." "No, Gerald!" Alright, there we go. Gerald. Anyway. Yeah. After a lot more awkward silence, the guard in blue that's further away from Gerald, who's leaning against the wall now, says, "Yes." Joe goes, "Huh?" And he goes, "Yes, we're from Lucine." Cool. It's awkward silence again.
I'm not saying anything.
Yep, I'm sure
I'm
you're
waiting.
not. I'm sure you're not. A little bit more time passes. Honestly, not very long. Hey, Kinky.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say hypothetically that where even are you? How are you
He's
not
up
here?
above.
Oh, he's up here. He's in because he's saved. That's right. Let's say hypothetically, you just witnessed this happen. Because remember, you were escorted out first. And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
You have guys. Where are your guys? Here's your guys. You have even more guys who are here. And, yeah. So, you just saw Cagliari get escorted in that little exchange.
This place sucks. This sucks. I hate it here.
None of the cards respond.
Man, you guys really are just some nobleman's playthings. You just get bossed around for no reason. Have you no common sense?
Roll for persuasion.
Oh God.
Lame.
Persuasion. Roll the 5.
Alright, the guard in the center goes up to the rails, unlocks the door, and is walking towards you. Oh, by the way, all of your weapons, of course, have been stripped from you, and your armor.
Yeah, I figured.
Corey, I'm
so.
sure you did figure that. He
Yeah.
walks up to you, and he looks you dead in the eyes, and he says, "Someone was killed tonight. Have a little respect."
Hey, you want to know something, buddy? People are killed every goddamn day.
What's your point?
The point being is that you have complicated relationships with this world and understanding of the spiritual realm, and that's something that you need to figure out, buddy.
What are you talking about?
So we're all gonna be all upset and sad because one of your friends died, but so there's probably some poor peasant man that just got stabbed.
It wasn't a
outside, and you have to
friend. It was a person I was paid to protect.
It was a person I was paid to protect. Well, you're a guard and I pay taxes, so you're supposed to protect me.
Oh my God.
Don't pay taxes.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Roll for persuasion
here.
with disadvantage because
Who
what
are
you're
you
saying is
talking to?
factually incorrect.
What was it?
Shut up, Ghost of Grudger.
Yeah, shut up, Ghost of Roger. What is it? Persuasion
with disadvantage. You
All right.
don't
So
pay
that was a 16,
Uh-huh.
and that was a 6.
Yeah, we're gonna take the 6 on that one. And the guard just goes, "You have no understanding of the way the world works, idiot." And he just steps outside the cell and locks the door again. And the
Well,
other
at least
guard
I'm
goes up
free
to him
in
and
here.
whispers.
You're not free in this.
You're
up.
specifically not free in there.
I want a lawyer. Are there lawyers in this?
Definitely not.
Oh, okay. This sucks.
Uh-huh.
They're just staring at me.
No, the guy in the middle is now because you really pissed him off. The other guys are just kind of staring at the floor.
Is there like a chamber pot?
A chamber pot? You mean like a little poop
Yeah.
pot?
Yes.
There's a poop pot.
I'd like to take a poop.
Come on, man.
The guy in the middle looks down at the floor.
I make grunting sounds.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
There's some like robber in the next cell over.
There's a horse thief.
There definitely is. There's definitely a robber who's like, dude, come on.
Yeah, that's the big cell, so it's like the drunk tank where they just put like there's just like 4 dudes in there.
Yeah, there's
They're
some
like,
guy.
they're like, what the
Alright.
fuck,
No,
man?
one of the
God.
prisoners, while you're loudly grunting, goes, "Shut up, idiot!"
Screw you. It's my
Okay.
cell. I can poop in here if I want to.
You got to do it like this.
No, that's not what happens.
Oh, guard, I need a new chamber pot. I don't think that's how that works.
That's how that works.
Anyway, I
What,
kick
are you
Anyway,
swinging a handcuff?
I take
Oh God!
I pull my pants back up and I kick the chamber pot so it falls over near the where the guards enter. Yeah, take that.
You
This is
just
gonna he's gonna
spilled
get
poop
thrown.
all over your cell.
No, I spilled poop all over the cell that like leads to the hallway.
Okay, well if
You
you
just
want
mean
to,
the hall.
Okay, go ahead, Julian. Roll an athletics check. Go ahead.
Wait,
Go
no.
ahead. Roll an athletics check.
You just said the cell that leads
15.
the hall.
Congratulations. The pot shatters because you kicked it too hard, and now all the poop is all over the floor. It's like a cracked. It's okay. It's like one of those. It's like a piece of pottery. It's like clay, like hardened clay.
I thought it was. I legit was thinking it was metal.
Nope,
Oh, well.
you just broke
I'm
it.
thinking of like an iron
Nope.
pot here
Nope.
that he just
Nope.
shattered.
And poop is all over the floor. Congratulations.
This sucks.
Yes.
I regret my decisions.
I hope you do.
Anyway,
Dude, if we gotta stay in here, you had to make it smell.
hey man, watch. I could light it on fire technically.
Don't.
One of the blue guards says,
I don't know. That sounds a little
Please.
tempting.
"Please don't."
I don't know. That's something. Okay, I won't. Right now.
Great. Well, you hear the sound of very large doors opening, and two guards are walking down the hallway, conversing quietly, and the other guys end up shifting over, and Gerald is kind of uncomfortable as these two guards now stand to look at you. And these are clearly the higher ups. The one is the guy with the booming, loud voice with a white beard and angry blue eyes. And the other guy is clearly younger and just looks so exhausted. He has a very long face, both in his emotion and he just looks worn down. So he looks young, but his skin is just... You know, like how someone looks like when they haven't had rest for like days,
Yes.
and they just kind of their face just gets like sunken. He's got that sunken face, and he looks at you and he goes, "So this is the individual that we apprehended. Then, if you wanted to question him, now's the time. But you formally won't be able to keep him in custody, as he didn't actually do anything wrong by our laws, and yours don't apply here."
Very well. But if he says anything that informs us of our investigation, then he will fall under our jurisdiction.
Of course.
Very well.
Then he opens the cell door, and he slams it behind him, and he says,
So,
So what?
what do you know of the witch?
What witch?
I'm a witch.
What witch, you say?
Yeah,
The one in the arena. The goat.
the goat.
Yes.
It's satyr. So first of all, racist.
Goat woman. Satyr.
Okay, that's
Call
a
them
little
what
less
you
racist,
will.
but okay.
Wow. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, no problem.
So,
So what?
what do you know of her? Why did you go to revive her?
We're traveling together.
That was the wrong thing to say.
How long have you known the witch?
Like a little while now.
And you knew she was going to do this, didn't you?
No.
Lies. This was
Oh
all
yeah.
a conspiracy.
All right. Yeah, I'm lying. How am I lying? Explain it.
he stares at you and he says,
I have a gut feeling. I don't need
Well,
proof.
I hate to break it to you, buddy, but my gut feeling, you're standing in it right now.
he looks down, and he just looks back up and he says,
If this is how an animal wishes to live, let him live. Filthy red dragonborn. Living in your own feces as your ancestors did. You are no man. You are an animal from which you came.
Yeah? What gave it away? The tail or the eyes?
The stupidity.
Eh. You're not too good looking yourself either.
But I am a man, unlike you swine.
That's a pig, so you're not even a smart man. Anyway, what do you want? I want to be free. And my friend over there she's doing something. I don't actually, I'm 100% sure.
So you're her friend.
Well, let's just say loose acquaintance.
I thought you were her friend. Why back down?
Well, friendship is we have some common goal. We share a mutual traveling companion.
So there are others in your party. The
Yeah,
one in the black
perhaps.
hood. Who is he?
That's
Who is
Broderick,
he?
or if he lives at...
I'm literally not going to say that.
Address blank.
Yeah.
Social security blank.
The man with the hood. I don't know what you're talking about.
Roll for deception.
Oh man, I rolled a 3. I'm not rolling good.
So the guy says,
Lies. Didn't I tell you I have a gut for these things? You
All right,
know
fine.
him. You were sitting next to him, weren't you?
Fine. He's another traveling companion.
And is he friends with the witch?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him that yourself.
Well, if you point me in his direction, I'll be happy to. And if
Well,
you don't,
I
I will
mean-
consider you complicit in the murder. You are currently considered an accomplice of the witch.
An
And any
accomplice?
members of your traveling party are
An
as
accomplice?
well. And I have a right to question him by the laws of Lucine. And since
Okay.
a member of Lucine was killed, these laws apply no matter when or where. You are in my jurisdiction, and if you do not unhand this black-hooded fool, I will have your head cut off with the witch.
Okay, but here, hypothetically, let's just say this. What about all the other people that were in the stands? Are you not going to go and interview all of them for their point of view? Exactly. This is someone I've been traveling with. I kind of have like how do you call it? A prerequisite to help them in the times of their need. So,
You
as you
assisted
would-
in the
as you
murder.
would-
You confess.
No. Assisting in murder would mean I would be an accomplice in what her premeditation of murder would be. For I did not do that. I came to revive her and then to possibly protect her from physical harm. I do no such thing in the legal sense, good sir.
make a persuasion roll.
What?
Oh my god.
That was all gibberish.
Please!
What did you roll?
A 3.
Lies. You can't get anything past me, boy.
Boy! Actually, yeah, I'm probably...
So, you've now
So what?
admitted that you are an accomplice and that there are
No.
others, and if you do not turn them over, I will ensure that you rot in a cell much like this for the rest of your days. And since you so are clearly accustomed to living in your own filth, I will make sure that the cell you inhabit is similarly tuned to your desires.
Oh, sweet. A mud pit? I'd appreciate that.
Make jokes all you want. You will not avoid your fate.
Make intuitions all you want. You won't get the answer out of me.
And what is the answer?
That you're stinky.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oy vey. 19! Let's go!
Okay,
Let's go.
that's really good. The guy starts moving his hands in a little bit of a weird way, and you pick up on what's happening. You don't exactly know what's happening, but there's some kind of magical bull crap going on, and you feel like your mind is being altered as he asks you a question.
So, exactly what is your relationship with this witch again?
Traveling companion.
Anything else to say about that?
No.
Fine, we're lovers. Are you happy?
Oh man, I should have said that. Fuck. Anyway,
You really should have.
Mm.
I would have backed you up.
I missed. Oh my god, what an incredible relationship would that be? Cagliari, listen, I don't fucking trust you. Makes out really
Right.
hard. It's like,
So-
okay, all right.
So,
Anyway,
Isn't that just
Um,
like the plot
he
of
gets-
Pirates of the Caribbean?
he gets really
Yes.
frustrated and he starts sort of ticking. He's tapping his middle finger on his side, and then he holds his hands together and he's deep in thought. Roll another wisdom saving throw.
this is it, guys. I'm sorry. It was nice knowing you all. I rolled a 1.
Great.
Oh, I
Um,
think burgers go very well
This
with
time,
cheese.
he asks,
Now tell me the name of the man in the black hood.
you have to answer honestly, or
Mm-hmm.
actually, wait, no, hold up.
You get
hold up.
melted.
I need to check
It's
something.
true.
Oh,
Up on-
I
on
have
the
to.
ground.
I
I have to
check
tell. I have to
something.
tell him his. I have to tell Roger's name. Correct.
I'm
Yeah.
reading.
Mm-hmm.
If it's Zone of Truth, he would have known it failed the first time.
It wasn't Zone of Truth the first time.
Ah, I see.
It's not necessarily Zone of Truth this time.
It's Ray of Truthfulness. Different spell. technically.
So, okay.
He's casting Gias. We're boned.
Topical reference.
I don't.
I feel like there could be
think-
other thing.
I don't
naming a top-level
think you
spell.
can lie by omission, but I need to check something.
Oh no, I have a big brain play that'll most likely backfire on me.
Okay, well, just let me see if I can find it.
Oh no, it's only like 5th level. I thought it was 8th.
Dang it, dude. What is it? No, it isn't. All right. This is a problem. If I can't find it, this is cringe. Please hold.
Oh no, he's gonna drop a thumb drive and it's just gonna be filled to the brim with Ben Shapiro videos,
Of course.
including his review of the Batman.
Okay. Got it. I think I'm understanding this correctly. I think I'm
Yeah?
understanding this. I'm still reading. Because I want to make sure that I'm trying to keep this within the realm of the actually established rules and make sure that I'm not just guessing. Okay.
Checkmate, Obama.
Okay.
Oh crap.
Oh no. Well, Groucho Griff is dead. Well, in other news,
Was that the
Kingy,
fire?
you can choose not to answer, or you can avoid the question, but you cannot lie.
I cannot
Actually,
lie.
wait. Oh, no way. This is worded so terribly. Hold on.
So I can't lie.
You can't
can't.
lie. I think you have to answer the question, but you can be evasive as long as it's the truth.
So I could say something like, "Who's the man in the black hat?" Well, his name starts with a G.
You can say that.
Yeah,
You can do that. I think. I'll just say that it's Zone of Truth because at this point it doesn't matter. Because an
You
affected creature.
don't, you don't have to answer, but you can't tell a deliberate lie.
Where does it say that you don't have to answer?
Good question. I was doing research on it.
It says an affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie.
But it doesn't say that it can choose not to answer. It can avoid answering questions, but then it says it has to be evasive in its answers.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean that you can avoid or be evasive, or that you have to be evasive and still tell the truth? That's what I don't get. Alright, we're gonna look it up. Can you choose not to speak in zone of truth? Let's see. Alright, it says I can still choose not to answer. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. I might have found what I was actually looking for. No. Yes. No.
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 Perhaps.
I don't know. This is unfortunate because I thought I knew, but I clearly don't know. And that is cringe. We're gonna lose like so much time on this because I'm just gonna be reading spells and people's interpretations of those spells. And
Make
it's
your
so
own
stupid.
interpretation.
I could just do that because I'm the DM, but I want to give you guys a fair chance within like the rules of the game. But he also did just get a 1 on the saving throw. Like, all right, I'm just
Could
gonna.
you look at it? Could you look at it as if like choosing not to answer is more like, in a sense, an
You're
admission?
lying by omission, kind of, because you know the answer. But
Well, can I do the thing that I want to do?
what is it that you want to do?
Well, okay. You
Say his
said that
name
I
starts
have.
with a G. That's what you're gonna do.
Well, not only that, I'm gonna take it a step further.
Okay,
Okay.
let's just go with that.
So say the thing. So he's like, what's the man's name?
What's
right?
his name? Yep.
Jacido Almica starts meteor with G.
Was that draconic?
Yes.
Okay. That's brilliant.
Yeah, you said I had to. It's not telling a lie,
It
and
isn't.
I'm doing a step further to fuck with
It
them.
isn't, and that completely falls within the boundaries. Okay, cool. So he just.
Wow.
He's incredibly frustrated. Make another wisdom saving throw.
God damn it. Yeah. What's up?
I researched this spell to like
14.
specifically think
14?
about how to get around it.
Okay.
I never thought about that.
Not good. So he adds another clarifier. He starts waving his hand and says, "Tell me the name of the man in the hood in common."
His name starts with the letter G.
And the rest of it.
R.
Next.
O.
Next.
G.
What?
G.
Next.
E.
Okay. Next.
R.
What? And just next.
G.
Next.
R.
Next.
E.
Next. Next.
That's it.
What?
That's it. That's his name.
Yeah.
That's how you spell it phonetically.
Okay, he pulls out
That's
a
not
notepad.
that's not actually how you spell it phonetically, I think.
I know what you're saying, yeah. He pulls out a notepad and he starts writing. And he goes, Jared.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Griffin.
That's right.
Roll a deception.
Is he,
Oh
is
my
he not
gosh.
still under the effects?
No, because he did it.
Fuck, man. Come on. It was a 1.
Lies. It's not. That's not the spell. Okay, here's the thing, right? There was a
Okay.
spell that isn't Zone of Truth, and it's
Gotcha,
above
alright.
suggestion, and I cannot find it, and I am so mad. It's not command. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's control person or whatever. I was trying to find it, and I straight up could not. That's what I was looking for the entire time. I didn't want to give it away, but
Wait, it's higher level than suggestion you're
It's
talking
higher levels than suggestion, and it's just straight up better. It's like straight up better
Are you talking about-
suggestion.
about? Geas?
I don't think so.
Geas?
What?
So I was making a joke about that. So that is
Oh. That might be it. I think that is it.
yikes. 5th level caster.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know what the heck it was. I had no idea what it's called. So I was trying to get, because I remember the description, I was trying to get the list of the freaking, like, charm spells. And it's like, can we just get the list and pull it up? And nope, couldn't find it. Okay. That's what was being cast. So this is what I wanted to read the whole time. Force it to carry out a service. So basically, it has to carry out the service, and if it doesn't, it takes psychic damage. Yeah. But forcing it. This is another thing where the spell ends once the command is done. This is suicidal. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure everything that just happened falls within the boundaries of this spell. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Cool. I had a pretty good memory of what it was, but I needed the details of like when it ends and other stuff. Anyway, that was an adventure. Okay. So the guard says, it's not Jared. G-R-O. G. This isn't a real name.
Hey man, you asked for a name.
The name Gargamel.
No. He went G-R-O, if, and he did it like in steps.
G E R
Yeah.
J
Yeah. So the guy just kind of has a notepad and he closes it and he says,
You may think you fooled me, but I'll find this Roger or whatever it is.
Good luck.
I don't need luck where I'm going.
I don't know, it took you a long time to figure out his name, so that's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. It'll take you a long time before the weight of your sin hits you.
What are you talking about?
Jeez.
he leaves. And then he walks over. The guards are totally cleared and like stone faced. He shoves through a couple of guys. And he looks over into Cagliari's cell. Just glaring. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Cagliari.
Is this a spell?
Maybe.
Well, I have advantage against magical effects and spells.
You do. So roll Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Cool.
Shoot lasers out of your eyes.
22.
Okay. You're unaffected. You don't know what he was trying to do. You're fairly certain he was trying to poison you.
Cool.
So, you stave that off real quick. He leaves, storms out, and all of a sudden the door slams when he's gone. And now all that's left is the guard in red with the funny feather in his helmet, and he just says, "This is going to be a long week." And night. And day. And he just kind of walks off. And year. Alright. Guess what? Everybody long rest.
My spell slots.
I actually take a short rest.
Yeah, if you want.
No.
Okay.
I gotta get those 3 hit points back.
You gotta
I'll
get the
never
3 hit
recover.
points back. No, never. Not once.
Do they watch me all night?
Yeah.
Everybody
How closely?
Well, let's get out the measuring stick. Actually, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away.
Well, I don't mean physically. I mean Could I get away with summoning an eldritch book for an hour?
Summoning an eldritch book for an hour. I'm gonna need you to
Yeah.
clarify.
Okay, I also need
I
clarification, so I'm
think-
gonna go read here.
I think we're just
Um,
gonna jump to no.
Yeah.
Yeah, your patron gives you a grimoire called a Book of Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Blah blah blah. If you lose your Book of Shadows, which I'm assuming we can just count that because I don't have it,
Yep.
you can perform a 1-hour ceremony to receive a replacement from your patron. This ceremony can be performed during a short or long rest, and it destroys the previous book. The book turns to ash when you die.
USPS.
Not a single person is gonna question you if you start making weird noises and doing weird poses in the cell. So.
They're not going to question me?
I think he's being sarcastic.
Only slightly.
Just start.
I mean, I'll just do it until they stop me, and if I get away with it, then I have my book.
Cool. Let's see.
You're on trial for being a witch.
All right.
I'm not a witch. Meanwhile,
So it
in the jail
takes
cell.
It takes you about 3 minutes before one of the guard goes,
What are you doing?
They don't
"Stop
body.
that."
All right. Then I just stop, and I just sit there and stare at them all night.
Okay, great. Roll for intimidation
Perfect.
with advantage, please.
Oh, right. That's good, because the first one was a 1.
That is good.
10.
All right. They're moderately unsettled. Not scared, but unsettled. So, congratulations. So you're not sleeping.
No.
Great. No long rest for you. Unless there's a class thing that I don't
Doesn't
know
need to
about.
long rest.
Yes, I don't have to sleep. I can
That
do light
is-
action.
I was worried that that was a thing, and yep, it is in fact a thing. Alright, very funny.
Yeah, I don't need to sleep anymore.
I think I remembered him telling me about that, and I was like, that's
I did
crazy.
indeed say this last
So
time.
I was a little bit hesitant. Anyway, waking up not in a prison cell are Moon Dude, Malakai, and Grouger. And
We are
Meteor,
not in a
who
prison
is
cell.
also here. Congratulations, you're not in a prison cell.
It's like, yay!
So you wake up. It's probably a few hours, maybe 1 or 2 hours after dawn, but not much past that. And yeah, what do you want to do? Great.
What do we want to do? Sorry, I'm distracted by the mummy summoning Ronald McDonald at 3 a.m. Let's see. First thing I had on the list was we need to find the prison.
Yep.
And probably stuff about what's gonna happen to our companions.
Yep.
But otherwise, day's pretty open.
We should go on, like a shopping trip with
Can
our
I-
friends are
I
rotting in
do
prison.
need to check on my chicken.
Oh, is that still with you in the wagon?
I'd assume so.
All right. Well,
Is it? Did I lose it along the way?
I'm gonna guess that you didn't, and you've been keeping him in the cage in the wagon and feeding him. And if that's the case, then yeah, he's doing okay.
Okay.
He's lost a bit of weight,
He's
well,
got special
she-
rations on a chip.
and she's also laid some eggs.
Are they weird?
Are they weird eggs?
Yeah, that's what it says. It says I have to
Oh,
take
yeah.
it to. I have
Yeah.
to take it. The exact thing says Garrison in Grafton needs
Yeah.
the weird eggs to do with whatever he
Well,
did with Matilda and inform her.
If
of
you
the
want the
results.
answer to that question, you're gonna have to make an animal handling or a nature check on the eggs.
I am pretty much the most natural guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the most animal handling man. 19.
This is the weirdest chicken egg you have ever seen. Now, it is normal in size. The color? You're not an expert on chicken egg colors. You've seen some whitish eggs, some like grayish eggs, most commonly some brownish, tannish eggs. This egg is like bluish gray.
It's like a blue hen.
Mm-hmm.
like a blue steel.
Not
kind of
a blue steel kind of egg, yes. Not only that, it is super heavy. Ridiculously heavy. It's like,
This might be useful.
for an egg, it's like it's not like crazy heavy, like it's not 20 pounds, but like for an egg, this thing's like weighty. Like this thing itself could weigh like half a pound.
How many eggs are there?
There's 2.
I'm gonna pick them up and take them with me.
Cool.
I like how, wait, so was the chicken heavy when it was before it laid the eggs?
We never talked about that.
You didn't, but it would be very hard for Roger to tell because the cage itself is a few pounds, so the eggs adding 1 pound more wouldn't really be noticeable.
Anyway, off we go.
Okay. Where would
If
we like
anybody
to
else
go,
has any other
gentlemen?
chickens that they want to pull out of a Chickenville. Okay.
Of course, we need our classic audio.
How would we do this? Is this the guy that says hey?
I don't remember. I don't think so. But keep an ear out just in case. You never know.
Okay, but let's see. So we can't just go around asking, do you know where the prison is? So if I were a prison,
Why
where
not?
would I be? Is there a really tall building?
There is. There's a clock tower.
Ooh.
Well, clock tower is a strong word. It's a bell tower, and a guy shouts the time from on top. But it's basically a clock tower.
Which means there's stairs. Good.
Are Matthew and Jonathan still around?
You might be able to find them if you look around the grounds. Would you like to look around the grounds for them?
Sure.
Alright. You look around, and you don't see Jonathan anywhere, but it takes you all of 3 seconds to find Matthew sweeping up the poop on the pavilion where the horses pooped. And he looks over at you and just kind of looks back down, bashfully.
Matthew, apologies again about yesterday. My companions and I were wondering, where is the prison?
That's like south. Like way south. Outskirts, like pretty close to the gate to the south.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Guess that works.
Is there anything near to it? Any landmark? So that we don't miss it.
You're not gonna miss it. There's
All right.
specifically nothing around it. Well, I mean, grass. But, not too far off the main path, and it'll be
It's an
pretty
open field
obvious
with
what
overlapping
building
kill
it's in.
zones.
Okay. I thank him and I toss him a silver coin.
Okay. He just kind of nods, pockets it, and then gets back to sweeping.
We have our heading. Here we go.
What do you have your heading?
I relay.
Set south.
I relay the information.
Were you
Let's go.
there?
Now we
Roger?
have our
Now
heading.
you have
Here we
your-
go.
Here you go. All right, so you're heading south. You and Malakai at the helm, Moonded in the back, and Meteor walking behind you. And Meteor says, "Where are we going?
We'll go rescue Goat Girl.
What rescue mean?
Just follow us.
We're gonna get her back. So she
No,
can be with us.
I want to know what rescue mean. Kingy teach me word, but I want to know more
But we gotta go get Kingy so he can teach you the word.
Kingy
Yeah,
have
Kingy's
teach
with
me
her.
what rescue mean?
He's the most smartest man.
Roll for persuasion.
Oh no! Don't do me dirty like this.
10, 13.
Okay.
Okay. Meteor ponders it for a second. He goes, "Yeah, he pretty smart. My
He's
dad,
part of the Foreign Legion after
my
all.
dad's smart too." Yeah, the Foreign Legion. Julian, the Foreign Legion is what you and Meteor were labeled when you went to fight the Cyclops and got absolutely clapped.
That's right, yeah. We were part of the Foreign Legion.
Although, can we please make the Foreign Legion like a real in-game thing? Because it's such a cool name. I'm writing it down. I'm writing down the Foreign Legion. Gonna save that for later.
It's also kind of funny because they're the only two, I guess technically Malakai as well, but they're the only two party members that aren't part of the original party.
It's
I
true.
mean, we had other Meteor, but
Yeah.
so
Well,
doubly fits.
indeed. You guys make your way south, and just as Matthew said, it's not too long before you approach the southern gate, and off the path to the left, to the right from the perspective where you're coming out of from, is a large field, and in the center of that large field, a pathway, and at the end of that pathway, a prison complex. Well, complex is maybe a strong word. It's a very long building. And there's guys on the roof, and there's guys out front. And that's pretty much it.
I have binoculars.
What?
This complicates things.
Don't have binoculars, but they are just on the roof, and they will see you if you approach the main path, because obviously, the only way there.
All right, prison detected.
Yeah.
Do we not want to be seen?
Probably not. It's probably not a good idea to be seen yet. I mean, currently we're far away, so
Yeah.
kind of just look like people. We'll just like chill within the wagon, kind of like look
Okay.
occasionally,
Okay.
maybe move a little bit,
Uh-huh.
so it doesn't look like we're just like scouting out. But
Sure.
meanwhile, we're scouting out.
Okay. 3. Well, roll a perception.
Roll a perception.
Roll a perception.
19.
Great. Roger Griff, with his eagle eyes, even unassisted by the goggles, sees many things.
I don't even have those.
I know. Well, you do. You just never found out what they were, and that's funny. So you put them in your pocket and never used them.
I should probably add those.
Should probably add those to your inventory.
I'll add them to Creed's wagon.
So, you look at the front face of the building, and like I said, it's not that wide, but it's pretty long. So when you're approaching, it seems like the cells go back pretty far, but it's like a building of strips, it looks like. From the interior, we can gather most of it's going to be simple hallways. It looks like there's some kind of front lobby area. You can't really see inside. You're just guessing based on where the guards are positioned and the format of the building itself and where the windows are. There are...
I should have given that to the guide so we could figure out what they are. Oh well, we'll do that later.
Yeah, too bad you're a courage liberal and didn't do that. Now you'll never know.
Is this 50 feet of hemp rope enchanted? No.
No.
Can I smoke it?
Darn.
Oh.
Oh.
Check this out. This is how Trevor saves time. This is gonna go right here. Boom. And just like that, such a useful program with no flaws whatsoever.
Remember
None.
when it just deletes the map sometimes?
What? No.
And then we're just standing in a void?
That's crazy. I wonder what that could be referencing. I did fix that issue, by the way, so I'm cool.
Alright then.
I have to
Or
count.
so he says.
So I say. It would come back to haunt me. I'm pretty sure it's like this. Or is it like this? That means it's like this, right? It's like this. And like this. And it's like this. And then this. And now watch this. Like this. This is what you're seeing, of course, as I'm painting it out. The building
We're
is
seeing
being
it like
formed.
just form as like the Sims.
Exactly. It's like doop,
We're like,
doop, 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 doop. Little Terraria house being built, basically. Alright. And then I can just fill this in. No, just fill this in. I can do this, because then it's just going to be boom, boom, and then this is just going to be boom. That's not right. Boom. And yeah. And then this goes on, and this goes on. This is what I was saying where it's long. So you came at it from over here, and you're on the road, which is like, we'll just draw it using this, which is like way down here. Meaning that, how many feet is that? Use the measure tool. Yeah, it's like 60 feet off the main road. And it's just this pretty long complex. There's straight up 2 windows on the front. It's a shallow, or not a shallow, it's a short square roof. So they're just like standing on the ceiling. Like the roof is just something that guards are patrolling on. That's only 1 story. 2 windows in the front. You don't see any windows on the side. So that's really all you can get from this vantage point, aside from the guards on the roof, who there are 2 of. And y'all are over here. So, what do you want to do? All
Alright,
right.
so there's a front door.
There's the front door.
Justin's. Is there any windows?
2 windows in the front and a door. But they're
That's it.
barred
So
windows.
there's no barred like windows near
Nope.
where the cells would be.
Nope.
Or where I would assume the cells to be, because I don't actually know the layout.
Well, let's not call them windows, but teeny tiny little slits near the top of the roof that appear to be completely for ventilation. Yeah, they're there.
Okay.
I
Good to know,
guess I
good to know.
should draw that. So they're near the top of the roof. They are bars, but they're probably only 2 or 3 inches tall. And they're just kind of lining this area here.
Okay.
So,
Oh, our quick-footed friend, how about you go scout out this place? What do you think?
It's the middle of the day. And
Oh, you're
there's
good at-
guards on the roof. I'm not gonna make it there, but without getting noticed.
Well, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. You just seem really good at it.
I walk.
And you haven't been caught yet.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
wait a minute.
So here's the plan.
Smartest gamer.
It would be in 2 steps, most likely. Come back at night, and that we would find out maybe where they're being held. We could probably do that through, like, maybe yelling at the outside, or like where the walls are. There's like slits. Maybe we can get through there vocally, and then we can get inside potentially, and I could do something crazy. Hold up. Can I? How close do I need this to be for this?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Okay, that could get really great. I still have the chime of opening, which just automatically unlocks anything
Yep. That is what
within
it does.
120 feet of me.
What it does, yeah.
The only issue here is I have to know. It looks like I have to know where the object is, because it says I either have to strike it or point it at the object.
Right?
So I'd have to know where it is, but then otherwise I can just unlock it. So that's probably going to be the plan. Because without it doesn't really look like we can really get inside. So the plan would be for them to break out while inside, maybe supply them with some weapons. Does anyone here have like a magic illusion or like a something flashy to make a distraction?
Yes.
What is it?
Well, you remember when I made those like big loud noises? I can do a bunch of that.
Okay.
And I can like jiggle some stuff, you know, make some noises. It's really freak them out, you know.
Oh, what about you, Malakai?
I may be able to supply some noises as well.
Okay. Just as a question here.
Mm-hmm.
What's the feasibility about starting a city fire?
What?
How do we feel about that?
Oh, that's not a me question. Okay, all right. I'm glad I don't have to answer that, because...
You know, having thought about it and rolled it around in my mind a little bit, I'm not quite certain.
All right, we'll avoid that one.
Yeah, possibly.
What
I
about
do
the
have a question.
illusion of a city fire?
I do have a question, though. Is there no one we can speak to?
There might be, but the problem is we don't really want to associate ourselves with these 2 individuals until we're actually busting them out. Because it seems like the guy that did arrest both of them doesn't seem like he's really like willing to just let this go. It is murder, So I guess that is kind of fair.
I suppose.
Supposed murder. We don't know yet.
What do you know of this man?
He was loud.
Is it possible he could be persuaded in some sort of way?
No clue. To be honest, I don't even know what he looks like. I just know he was loud. And a guard.
Alright.
So...
Was there anyone else of note in the arena?
That I would know? No. There was probably some important people there. I didn't talk to them. I didn't see them, really. I was mostly watching the fight, and then I healed Cagliari, and then I left.
So you said this guard. Was he a city guard?
Trevor, was he a city guard? I'm gonna assume no.
He was not wearing a uniform anything like the Terrorboard guards who were all in red.
He was wearing a uniform that I did not recognize. So I'm gonna probably say no.
Could you describe it? Because perhaps we could find whoever he works for.
It was blue. I think the person he works for was the person that died.
Ah, you don't happen to know her name at all? The person's name, the victim's name?
Roll history check. It was said.
Well, yeah, I guess it was. Let's go. 9.
Lady something.
Oh, no, I got it. It's Lady Lectern. I wrote it down in my book.
Lady Lectern. That's what the order has written, so yeah, I guess that's it.
That is what I said.
Does the name seem familiar to me at all?
Lady Lectern? Well, you can roll history with disadvantage.
Oh, great disadvantage.
Maybe she was Lady Locomotion.
Alright, well that's a 5.
Great. You and this man is an idiot. You have no idea what he's going on about. It's not a real person.
I see. I do have some knowledge of nobles, especially when it comes to Terrabor. We had some dealings with them in the past, so perhaps there is someone I know that we could talk to, who could perhaps get us in a better position for your plan.
Okay. I mean, we have all day, basically, and we have to wait till night to really pull this off, so if there's something we can do...
Are they safe in there?
You don't know that.
We don't know that. That is true. But it's not... We can't do it during the day. That's almost completely off limits. So, we don't really have a choice. In theory, I guess one of us should probably stay here and monitor the situation, while the other potentially go on this to see if we could contact any or talk to any of these nobles. I guess I'll stay here and see if I can. And if
If you know more about what happened, I should probably stay here. And since
I mean,
wasn't
but
there,
to be honest, the extent of what I know is literally something happened. Lady died. I helped Cagliari. I left. That's pretty much the extent of it.
Oh, okay. So, do you remember what the clothes the guard was wearing looked like?
They were blue, and that was about it.
Any patterns? Any you don't remember?
Let's see.
Classical history check.
I was trying to roll it. 12.
There was some kind of insignia, big old insignia embroidered on the front, and it was
There was
white.
this big old insignia that was white.
Symbol? You don't know. It just looked like a bunch of lines.
It looked like a bunch of lines.
Can I roll a history as well?
Of course.
21.
You have a bad feeling about this. Now, when he said blue, your mind immediately went, of course, blue sign. Blue is a very popular color for noble houses over there, and there's of course different shades, but many nobles in Lucine wear blue. Of course, your own family, so your mind immediately goes to Lucine. And you're trying to remember the noble houses. You run through all the normal ones, you know, Tiana and all the other members of like that own farm lands essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And it's none of the major noble houses. You feel like that white insignia, something's up with that. Because blue and white is pretty distinct, and you're thinking, okay, there's blue and gold, that's a common one. Blue and red is really common. There's actually another family that copied you guys that's blue and red, and you're like, yeah, those idiots just copied our fashion after we went blue and red. And you're just running through everyone that wears blue. And you remember this household of nobles that they didn't have a lot of power, but they were pretty good buddies with not the king when you were a kid, but some of the political underlings and the Duke of Instasis. And you seem to remember that their name was the Lanays. And you don't remember much about them, but your mother told you not to trust them.
I can't, Roger. I'm not entirely sure about this, but could the lady's name have been Lady Linnaeus?
I'm looking really closely at my notebook and going, maybe this is a smudge, actually. Yeah, that might be right. Hold up. And I'm like crossing it out now. Like, Linnae sounds right. I'm rewriting that.
All right.
There's enough letters there that could have been that.
All right. Yes, this is quite bad indeed. I'm familiar with the house, not intimately, but I'm aware of them, and I do not trust them at all. If we have to rescue our friends, we will have to do this stealthily, as you suggest. But perhaps there still might be someone we can talk to.
Okay. Well, we got time. From what I'm thinking, at least, the idea would be, I have a ton of extra daggers. The plan would be maybe to find whatever cell they're in,
Mm-hmm.
open the door using the magic thing, and toss a dagger in, and then kind of just tell them to get out themselves, and then just be ready for the getaway. We'd have to plan the getaway. Or I sneak in under the distraction of some type of illusion or explosion or whatever we figure out, and then do basically the same thing. Problem is if we get seen, all of these pretty much end in us leaving this city under being chased. And we aren't the fastest.
No. No, we're not.
But I don't really see much of a choice otherwise.
Okay. All right.
Could we talk with whoever organizes or whoever organized the fight?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. We have enough time in between that we should probably, if we can talk to someone, maybe talk to someone. But
Yes, I agree.
So,
So would we go to the what's the name of that place?
the Colosseum?
Yeah, that word.
before we go, there's guards patrolling the rooftop, you said?
Yep.
Like, could I, in theory, make it if I, like, full-on mega sprinted while they weren't looking? Or are they just, like, is it, like, four corners and they're looking every direction?
Basically, This guy is looking over here. This guy is looking over here. And they're not even patrolling.
It's probably not like the most well-maintained grass, but it's not like tall either.
Yeah, it's like 2-3 feet.
How many feet away from us are they?
Like 80.
112.
Okay,
112.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I should have sleep dart.
Can only be a good sign.
Okay. Interesting.
They're just almost out of my boomerang range.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, we should probably go if we're gonna talk to somebody.
Agreed.
If that doesn't pan out, then we probably need to start planning this actual rescue op.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want
Alright.
to stick around here much longer just sitting in the open.
We're gonna need code names.
Mm-hmm.
I have a list.
So that means we're heading to the Coliseum, correct?
Back to the Coliseum.
Oh boy. Alright. Well, you begin the journey on your wagon, heading back to the Coliseum with Meteor following you. And he speaks up after a long time, saying, "This is scary. So, how Meteor help?"
That's a
Oh,
good
well,
question, Meteor.
When we need you, we'll tell you. You're here to protect us if something goes wrong.
Okay.
You're the
You're big
muscle.
and strong.
I want see Kingy.
Well,
We're trying. We gotta save him. He's in there, but we need to get him out first, and we can't do that right now.
Yeah. I want Kingy teach me new word.
So, fortunately, Meteor might be a problem here. He's very slow. Actually, is he slow? We haven't really tested that. What's his top speed?
You haven't seen his top speed.
If we told Meteor to just leg it as fast as possible, how fast would he go? Well, we can't do it here.
I can't
so-
answer that question. Yeah.
What if we get? Oh, that's what we'll do in the Coliseum. All right, onward to the Coliseum.
All right.
Perfect.
Well, you guys make your way to the Coliseum, and after quite a bit of travel time, you make your way over there, and yeah, I don't feel like delaying it. We're just gonna say you make it over there. You run into a couple of guards, most in red, who don't care, and one or two in blue, who kind of look at your cart a little bit, and you're a big guy, and are just he's a big guy. So, I don't need this here anymore. I can get rid of this. Doesn't seem like anyone's particularly after you, but you get a couple weird looks because obviously you're traveling with Meteor. That's how it's gonna go. But you pretty much make your way to the Coliseum with 0 problems. So you are now you're now outside the Coliseum. So, what do we want to do?
All right. Can we find the person who arranged yesterday's? You said there were guards around, right?
Are you asking me? Or are you asking?
Oh no, I say you said there were guards around, right?
The Coliseum? No, I haven't said anything about the Coliseum yet. Honestly,
we
there
just
were
passed
guards
them
on the
here.
way. Yes. Coliseum, there are 2 guards out front by the main entrance, wearing the standard red uniform by the staircases. And you guys can... Are you just going to the main entrance?
I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Cool. You pull up in the DeBaby convertible, and one of the guards steps up and says, "What's your business?" Well,
Hello. Greetings from Lucine. I was hoping to talk to one of your rangers.
Oh, the Lucine people. Listen, you're from Lucine, and you need to talk to Captain, what even is his name? I just met him yesterday. Crap.
Captain Holt. If you need to talk to Captain Holt, he's not in the Coliseum right now. He has other things to do.
This sounds like an answering machine.
Were you expecting us?
Well, no,
Captain-
but people from
Captain
Lucine... Captain Holt.
Holt. Alright.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you, but people from Lucine keep showing up and demanding answers and interrogating people and... Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't not expecting you.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you so much. And you said Captain Holt is where exactly?
I don't know, man, but he's not here. Listen, if you need to interview any of the guards that were on duty, like I already told your other guys, we have a rotation set up if you want to talk to them. But you said that wasn't until 4. So, is that changing, or...
I mean, you know what? How many of them are there? Any of them available now? Simply because we plan to continue at 4, but we have so much ground to cover.
Yeah. Okay, well, I told the guys that they could at least finish their shifts, but if you need them, I can get 2 or 3, but I can't guarantee that they're the ones that we talked about. But I mean, most of the people who were there last night are here this morning, as you request.
Thank you. We can see the ones now.
Yeah. And he walks back. And the other guy kind of holds his ground. And the other guy pulls out and says, "Oh yeah, I guess follow me. That would make it easier. Terrence can watch your horses."
Thank you, Terrence.
Good
Meteor,
man.
you should stay here.
I stay with Terrence.
Stay with the horses, but I guess since Terrence is staying with them, stay with Terrence.
Hi, Terrence. Is the response.
Don't.
The noise.
Yeah. The guard goes, "You Lucine people have... I don't even want to know. Alright, follow me." And you step inside. You immediately walked upstairs to the upper ridge of the Colosseum. There's quite a few guards milling about. It appears that there are actually some other people wearing blue robes, discussing some things over here with other guards. Gotta fix that, it's important. With some other guards. They may be people from Lucine. Kind of look like it, but he's just kind of walking you past them. And
I suggest we don't be seen by them.
Alright. Well,
Read.
Smart.
stealth roll, I guess.
Oh, I could do those any day of the week. Uh-oh.
I'm not sure I can.
The other guard walking around, they haven't really noticed you because they're talking. Like, well, they see you, but they're not really heeding you.
Only humanity.
The other guard points up to them and says, "Did you want to just talk with them, or?"
Oh no, they're talking to. Well, it's a multifaceted attack.
I see.
That's the way that we do things in Lucine. We send numerous factions.
Alright, whatever, man. Then just follow me.
Perfect.
Stop listening 4 words ago.
Alright, so the guard takes you out to a pavilion that actually looks outside from the rest. And in the center of this area, there are 4 other guards who are sitting around a table. And the guard that's leading you guys says, "Alright, guys, Roger, you weren't there this night, so take a hike." And then the other guy goes, "Oh, yes, sir." And then he walks away. And the guy says, "As for you 3 clowns, you were witnesses, right? You were one of the 3, Wait a minute, where's George?" "I don't know," and they're just kind of shrugging, go, "Whatever, he might be out there." Anyway, there's more Lucine people who wanted to talk to you. "Oh, you said we had until 4. Well, they came early, so I guess we're doing this now. All right. So you three are here.
Just to be clear, guards, we will still be talking to you at 4 o'clock. A number of course, with the shock of what happened, they want to be very thorough, so they've sent several branches of our investigative team so that we can all corroborate our stories. So I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but please bear with us.
All right. Well, what do you want to know? Says the one on the bottom.
Roger, Moon Dude, if you'd like to talk, I'll try and see if I can catch anything from them.
Okay.
I give a weird look to
I got this. So where exactly were you on the night of the accident?
Who are you asking?
All three of them, technically, but the guy on the bottom.
All right.
Talk
Well,
first.
I'm assuming you're looking at the guy on the bottom, and he starts. He says, "Well, I didn't actually see it.
Yeah,
I was.
Where were you?
Oh, right. Sorry. I was in the lower section of the Coliseum, southwest corridor, where the storages are, as well as some of the prisoners. But well, they're actually southeast. But I was just aside from the prisoners, and usually we hear noises from inside the Coliseum. Things get loud, and I heard a lot of commotion, and I was just taking inventory, so I figured I should see what was going on. And when I came out, yeah, it took me a while to figure out what was even going on. So I just asked around, and I think I pulled over Lewis. No, yeah, the first guy I talked to was Lewis, and he said that someone had been killed, and I was like, well, that makes sense. But then he said it was someone in the stands, and then he pointed up to the place where all the rich people stand or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And then yeah, and then we got interrupted because the captain came over and said that we needed to leave.
The captain?
Yeah. Oh, I guess I should spell my captain, not the head captain. My captain is Captain Reddick.
Reddick?
Yeah.
Okay. Like the Vin Diesel guy?
Like the what?
Moving on. Sorry, I was having a moment.
Okay.
And he told him to get back to work.
Well, no, he didn't tell us to get back to work. He said we needed to leave because there was an argument and we were escorted basically into the Colosseum field to back up the head captain, Holt. And I didn't really understand what was happening, and I thought that Holt was being threatened, so I drew my sword because it looked like, I don't know, it looked like they were going to fight us. I mean, you guys, I guess, were going to fight us. I'm sorry. I thought, I just... And then Holt said that I could stand down, so I did.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you two?
Huh?
Who wants to go first? Same thing. Where were you?
Well, the guy in the middle says, well, I was up top the tower there, because I was just looking out, and I saw it happen, and I mean, I was just kind of doing my job, so I didn't really get involved. I thought I should, but my captain, Lance, told me to just stay where I was until we were told otherwise, and then he went downstairs.
So you saw it happen. Could you expand on that?
I was watching the fight,
I was supposed to be looking the other way, and I was for most of my duty, but people kept making noise, and so I was like, well, I gotta know what's happening now. And so, well, I turned. Every now and again, I'd hear like a big shout, so I'd turn and look for like a little bit. But then, I gotta get back. I'm technically supposed to be watching the approach to the Coliseum, and then, okay, so I didn't. When I say I saw it, it was more like people started making noise, and well, it was getting, I think, to the end of the fight, and I had my money on Freddy, so when things were looking near the end, I mean, I had to turn around and take a look. By the way, never mind. So yeah, it was horrifying. When it happened, she sort of just slid into Freddy, and then Freddy just kind of flowed out of the way. And because she was down, when it whatever it was shot up, it just went right into the stands. And well, at first I thought it was no big deal because it was just gonna go into the sky. But then I saw the angle, and my eyes followed to where the beam landed, and
he sort of spaces out, and he's having trouble describing it, and he goes,
well, it's like 1 second her head was there, and then it wasn't. And at that point, I was locked in. Now, I don't have the best vision, so I always thought it was weird when they put me on tower duty. But I mean, even I saw. I'm glad I didn't have good vision when I watched that. Because when the second one hit. Yeah.
Okay. And you?
I was just downstairs the whole time.
Where downstairs?
Northeast, I think.
All these people have very
It's the weaponry.
good job at accounting for their cardinal directions.
It's the weapon. Well, I don't know if it's actually northeast. That's what I was saying. It's just the quadrant with the weapons in it. Cause, yeah, the armory basically. And I didn't really hear anything outside of the usual. I mean, people usually get pretty crazy, so I mean, I just thought it was, whatever. No one ever came to get me, so just kind of chilled out, and then eventually someone came and told me what happened, and yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around and go like to Malakai. So, do we have anything else? I assume the plan's to escalate to the higher up people, but do we need to ask these guys any other questions?
I don't believe they know anything more.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
They don't know anything more, right?
I mean, how am I supposed to answer that?
Trevor, answer the question.
You didn't incite them, so I can't tell you if they were lying, and I can't tell you if they told the complete truth. Like there's literally no way your character can know.
Trevor, let me incite the last guy.
Okay, all right.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I'm not just gonna tell you that. Oh yeah, they told you.
Trevor,
Like,
give me the answer to the question.
Stupid. Well, what'd you roll?
12.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, John, you cannot DM that to me because I have streamer mode on.
Oh,
so
okay.
I did not see that. You're just gonna have to say it because I straight up don't get Discord notifications when I'm recording these.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Now I'm gonna have to retroactively do stuff now. What'd you roll, Nick?
12.
That guy probably wasn't lying. He's a little nervous, but you're pretty sure you're just intimidating him because, you know, you're an intimidating man. As for Malachi, you're not necessarily trying to hide it. You were at first because you didn't trust the party. Now it's your call. I don't care.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So I've been using detect thoughts
Right.
their
Which
brain while you interrogate it.
that means they need to make wisdom saving throws if you're trying to probe deep into them, right?
If I'm trying to probe deeper, but
Did you ever try that?
on the second guard.
Okay. Well, on the first card, it seemed like what he was thinking is what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
On the second guard, where did you probe deeper?
When he said, never mind.
He was thinking about his captain yelling at him for not doing his job and looking at the match.
Okay.
If you probe from that point onwards, when he was talking about when the second blast hit and he trailed off,
Yeah.
he was thinking about the precision that took. And he didn't say anything, but everything in his gut was telling him that was not an accident. Because he saw the second one hit.
All right. You all have been extremely cooperative. Thank you so much. We do have an appointment with Captain Holt, so we will be on our way. Thank you all so much for your time. And remember, there is another set of questioning at 4 p.m.
Yeah, they'll be here. Well,
Okay.
gentlemen, shall I show you out?
Yes.
Very well. Let's actually go this way. And it takes you out one of the side doors. You head into... you're at the base of a tower, so it takes you basically into a tower out back by the stables. And then... yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, escorts you out the door. And then he says, well, I guess I would say let me know if you need anything else, but actually, if you need anything else, can you specifically not ask me? Because I am technically supposed to already be done my shift. But, anyway, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Helpful.
All right.
So I tell the others, the second guard, he seems pretty convinced it was not an accident.
Okay. Interesting. That's not gonna help. That's not good.
No, it definitely does not.
So I'm feeling like our chances of convincing somebody to let Cagliari out is rapidly dwindling.
Yeah.
Kingi, on the other hand, I think we might be able to convince, but Cagliari, I don't think we will be. So it seems like our only choice is really to...
Bust them out.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Meteor, we're back!
Oh, I talked to Terrence.
I'm sorry.
Terrence goes, so, your guy here, he says you're friends with, Circus.
Uh-oh. Hey, I mean... We've been traveling together for a bit, and...
I thought you were from Lucine.
Malakai, I step forward.
Melt his body.
And I begin to speak in with a very formal, clearly Lucine accent.
Mm-hmm.
Does this not sound Lucine to you?
All right, let me clarify. I thought you guys were with the Linnaeus.
We're to kill Terrence.
Are we, Terrence? Are we not?
Meteor smash.
Our friend is clearly a bit touched in the head.
Uh-huh. Am I in trouble?
Meteor.
No, of course not.
Oh. Terrence is just crossing his arms.
Crazy.
No.
Terrence goes missing.
No. If you wouldn't mind, we have a lot to do, and we sincerely do not have time to be questioned by a lower ranking guard. Thank you.
You know that I should report you, right?
It's gonna be just before it returns. It's just gonna be Terrence. All right, I'm gonna start just walk over to the wagon
Mm-hmm.
and like look busy. But I'm gonna be sensing up Terrence. Is his neck exposed?
Do I have to answer that? I'm gonna not answer that question. Yes, his neck is exposed.
Good to know. Good to know. How far is he away from the wagon?
10 feet.
Okay. Okay.
Terrence is looking at Malakai and looking at Gradger. He backs up to get a better view of all of you.
I'm gonna grab my cloak.
Okay.
I will. Well,
Wait, so what exactly is he confronting us about?
He knows that we're not who we say we are, and in fact are with Cagliari.
He thought you were with the Linnaeus. Meteor blabbed that you guys were friends with Circus Cagliari, so he's now suspicious.
What's the L names for places throwing me off?
Lucine
The
and Linnaeus.
Linnaeus family
Hey,
is
better
from
than
Lucine.
Morga and Margit and Mikola and America.
all
I mean,
right.
to be fair,
All right.
two of those
All
people are the same person.
Yeah.
Radagon, Rykard.
George R. R. Martin out here going, look, guys, I'm funny. Anyway.
He said, "No, I didn't do that. What's wrong with you guys? Why don't you guys just look at the game?
He did say that. All right, anyway.
Why would I do that?"
Terrence is crossing his
offended.
arms.
All right. You're correct. You're correct, Terrence.
I think Terrence has a really good constitution.
Terrence, we are from Lucine, as we said, as you can visibly see and hear. However, we have been sent by the other side of the political party of Lucine to investigate the actions taken here. You may not be aware of this, but even within Lucine, the Linnaeus family is not the most trusted. And so we were sent just to query if all of their actions here were above board, and to ensure that justice is being held in Terrible. But
Well,
of course,
okay.
this is quite secret, and I trust that we can hold you to your to keep our promise, to keep this secret.
Roll for persuasion.
Hit him with a bribe.
21.
He says, listen, clearly you're someone who's used to just speaking away all of your problems. And I'm not stupid. I know who the Linnaeus are. And I think I have an idea of who you are. So don't talk to me like I'm just some guy. I know who you are. Says some guy. Because I know who you are. And I know who the Linnaeus are. Which is why I'm going to do the right thing.
Which is?
Carry on, my liege.
I give him a smile. Thank you.
Oh, Alright,
Groucher had his knife in his hand the whole time. He was thinking about how he could gut this kid like a pig.
oh, trust me, I was getting the cloak was to put under his body after the neck was slit so that the blood would be collected.
Oh my
And then he was going right into the back of the wagon.
I suggest we gotta book it.
Alright, we out of here. We're going as fast. We're going as fast as non-suspiciously possible.
All right.
Throw him in the wagon. The dwarf eats him.
He would eat him. He would.
Now I've modified Meteor, so he's actually hollow on the inside. He just he has two little arms that eject out like the things from Elden Ring. That grabs them, puts them in.
So where are you guys going?
Okay. So what we should do now is we should probably plan our escape route. So if the prison's in the south, is there a south gate?
Yes.
How much of a direct route would that be?
It's like less than 500 feet.
Okay, and it's open.
Yep.
So the plan would probably be to have the wagon along the side route, or the side, like along probably where like that road then intersects with the other road to lead to the prison. Have the wagon there. Once we break out of prison, we sprint to the wagon. We just book it. The problem is we'd have to have Meteor somewhere else probably. Unless we know how fast Meteor can run. Is this place actually pretty open? Near the Coliseum?
Yes.
What if we told Meteor to leg it as fast as to run as fast as he could until like he reaches like the town area and then stop and wait? Is that allowed? Could we do that?
You asking me?
Yes.
Why would I not allow that?
I don't
As
know.
Meteor.
Well, like, would there have to be like a specific thing? Are we gonna have to explain to him what running means?
I don't know.
We gotta figure that out. We gotta figure it out.
Fine. Meteor, I want you to do me a favor here.
Yeah. I hope.
Do you know how fast could you move? How fast would it take you to get from here, where we are now, to just where all the town buildings start to begin? Like on this grass area.
That's not very far. I'm fast.
Hey, let's see it.
Okay. He picks up a sprint. And this 2-ton man, books it.
Okay.
You were not
This
certain.
2-ton man, he doesn't move at all.
You have never seen him break into a full sprint. There is weight behind this man. He sprints full on. And you're trying to measure the distance. It's about 80 feet to the place where the road starts and the buildings pick up. He gets there in 60 seconds. He gets there in 6 seconds.
It's pretty fast.
He keeps running.
Oh no.
He cuts across the street. Someone goes, "Wah!" as he jumps in front of him. And he books it down to where more of the buildings are.
This has ended disastrously. Alright, I'm just gonna start running after him.
Not in the cart, just
Not
running
in the
after him?
cart.
Okay.
I'm gonna go like, here! And then book it.
Okay. How many seconds are you waiting before he,
It would probably be as soon as he goes past where I told him to stop. So that
Great.
would be the
He's
beginning.
80 feet out from you then.
Yeah. Alright,
He's moving at like 9 miles an hour.
I don't know.
He said
80
80
feet
how many
every
seconds?
6 seconds.
6 seconds.
Yeah.
So 80 divided by 6.
He's
Uh-huh.
moving 80 feet per round. I mean,
33
Anyway,
per second, 2 mile per hour.
so I could
Yeah, it's 9 miles an hour.
move, and then move. So I'm gonna triple dash.
Okay. Which will get you how many feet?
90.
Alright. Well, you can pretty much get up to him.
Meteor,
After
wait!
he-
Meteor, stop!
After he runs further.
Meteor, hold up!
And then he stops, he slows down, and then he turns back around. And you stop yourself before you run into him. He goes, "See? I'm fast."
Give me a minute. Yeah, you're
Okay.
fast.
Um,
Alright, we're just gonna put
Nope.
a noted.
an old man walks up to you, and he goes, "Well, you keep running off the road like that, you'll nearly trample over my wife."
There's just a pack of cabbages next to him.
No. It's just an old man with a cane, and he limbers over. He says, "You can't go running off and onto the street like that. There's people trying to walk here, young man."
Roger just slides his knife between the guy's ribs.
Is this guy's neck exposed?
It was a legitimate question.
Evil.
I'm sorry. My son here got a little excited. And
Well, I apologize to my wife.
I'm looking around for.
Alright. She's just
where's
kind of.
She at?
She's standing further up on the road, a little shocked.
Old WM.
Uh-huh.
How far away is the carriage?
80 feet.
Oh, we didn't try following them? Okay.
I mean, did you?
No, I thought we would kind of follow.
It's up to you. You have the reins.
Oh, yeah. Let's follow.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You get like 50 feet if we're on real sprint, so you can get like just before the road starts. Before you actually pull onto the main road.
Okay.
Which I guess I should probably. At this point, fine, you'll put down the road. There's a road that's here, and then there's an alley where you're here. And there's buildings. Look at
Yeah,
all
cool.
those buildings.
Sorry, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Meow.
And then the old
Okay.
man goes,
Let's go, Lisa.
and they will walk away.
Are their necks exposed?
I'm not answering that question. Alright. Meteor, as they're walking away, says, "Sorry."
Alright, Meteor, that was pretty good. That might come in handy later.
Okay. What handy?
It means useful.
Cause hand is useful. Then he holds out his hand.
Sure. Yeah.
You're not good as Kingy at explaining
I'm
words.
not good as Kingy. I'm not as smart as him. And we go back to the wagon.
Alright. You
My
walk back
actually
to the
answer.
Couldn't
wagon.
hear that.
Just off the road. Alright, what's the plan? What are we doing?
Hold up, I'm pulling Kingy's stats to see if I am smarter than him or not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely smarter than him.
Great.
Anyway,
Smarter than Moon Dude?
All right, what time of day is it now?
You probably are.
That's a funny
I'm
question
a
to which
13.
I will give a funny answer. Let's find
we're the
out.
same intelligence.
It is 11 a.m.
Oh my. 1 hour has passed.
That's me at work.
No, it was 5 a.m. or like 6 a.m. when the day started.
You pull up you pull out your watch. You're like, all right, yeah, it's 11. You look back at your watch. It's still 11. You go, what? An hour passes. It's still 11. What? All right. You realize your watch is broken. All right. So in terms of
Apple
what we have
Watch.
left. All right. I'm not gonna lie. We kind of already planned the escape route at this point
Yeah.
because it should just be a simple, just straight shot. There is a maybe in theory we want to put the wagon like outside because I'm not gonna lie. Cedar and Samantha are not the fastest.
Okay, what is outside of the city gates?
Form an archaeology check. Trevor?
Hold up. What do you want to do?
We're trying, I guess we're either going to look / try to remember what is outside the city gates.
Okay. History check.
Okay.
With advantage, because I'm looking too.
Well, you're trying to remember. It's also the
Well, yeah, if
south
we're try-
gate, which
if we're
you
trying
may
to
not have
remember.
been through. You came in through the north gate.
Okay. I mean, we could just go look. We have time. Let's just go look. We have time.
You could just
Okay,
go
we
look.
go through the south gate to get to the prison.
No, it was next to the prison. So we were next to the south gate, but we didn't. Go
Either way, I got 17 by chance. So.
All right, never mind. You remember.
So much you remember, it's a couple of farmers as well as like a lumber mill or something.
This really is a We Like Fortnite moment.
Mhm.
So we could stash the wagon out there, potentially get to the wagon, and go. I don't know. We just proved the meteor's pretty fast, so my initial concern of him potentially being slow has kind of been deleted.
In quite fairness, I'm more concerned about my being slow.
Well, that I would assume that you would be in the wagon, so.
Yes. Should we hide logs in our wagon so we can pretend to pass it off as a lumber wagon?
That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like the big problem is going to be I feel like they're going to be after us, right? Because while I am confident in my own abilities, I don't know what's going to happen once we get in there. So planning for the worst case scenario. If we're being chased, at that point, I don't think passing off as a lumber wagon is going to really work. And it's going to take a bit of effort to get rid of those logs so we can back to top speed.
Okay.
And if we're not being chased, then I don't think it will really particularly matter.
Yeah. We can let them think that what's in the wagon is a set of logs.
I mean, sure. I guess we could try to see if we can buy some logs, buy some logs. I don't think we have time to cut down a forest.
Oh, no, I'm just referring to illusionary magic. Perhaps.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Okay.
Like in real life, didn't even think of that. I just spilled my water. All right, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna go get a towel.
So graceful.
This is going to be very funny.
What, our heist?
Something like that. So?
Okay, so are we still going to check out the south gate, or?
Probably worth a look.
Probably is worth a look.
All right, let's do it.
All right. You
The south gate is actually the military complex. Back to the brim with training yards and.
You make your way back to the south gate. This time, passing by the prison. Outside you see two carriages. Prison carriages.
Oh, this is not good.
And they are in control. Well, first of all, there are banners hanging off the side. Blue banners with a white tree emblem. And a bunch of blue guards hanging out by those carriages that are just off the path. With, of course, horses.
Wait, can you describe our wagon to me?
Our wagon is like a straight up covered wagon, Oregon Trail style.
Okay, so I duck in the back or whatever.
Yep, you could totally do that. Yoink.
Alright, how many guards? Where are they looking?
I'm getting there. Check this out.
I'm gonna break their axles.
Alright. They form one giant clump of guards called they.
No.
We run over they.
Okay. There's a bunch of guys.
Interesting. Which way is the guard nearest to the road facing? That's the one. Like,
the way where you guys are coming from, but he's tending to the horses.
Oh, even more interesting. Even more interesting. What type of? So these are prison wagons? Are they just made of wood?
Probably. Looks like wood, but it's a very dark wood, and it looks like it's reinforced with metal. There are no windows that you can see on the side.
Interesting. We're going for that. Got it. I guess this isn't gonna work. Alright. I'm just gonna keep going.
Keep going south?
Yeah, to the south gate.
Alright,
Unless,
keep us-
do the wagons bleed?
Nope.
Alright, noted.
I know exactly why you asked that question, don't I?
Wouldn't it be crazy?
That's so funny.
Expect that question a lot more. Or I actually should be saying, does it have blood in it?
The wagon is a mimic, therefore it bleeds. UED.
Ooh. 3 additional d8s after 3 hits.
Alright. So,
Yo, we got those long range.
you head further
Sound like a
out.
lowrider?
You head further out.
It's like those motorcycles with the handles.
You what?
While I'm hiding in the back, can I be praying?
Yeah, you may. You may pray. Would you like to
Oh.
do would you like to do any checks with that?
Yes, I would like to pray and hope that I believe is a paladin or a cleric?
Hmm?
King, is he a paladin or a cleric?
Kingy, I believe, is a paladin.
He's a paladin.
Yes.
Okay, can I pray and well, let me roll first to see if it even is worth trying.
Okay.
Uh, 17.
Okay.
Um, can I pray and kind of sort of explain to Michael that I'd like if he could somehow
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the deity cell phone system works,
Right.
but if he can like let Kingy know somehow or sense that we're coming, so be ready.
Can you cast sending?
I cannot.
Malakai grants you the ability. No, not Malakai. Michael grants you the ability to cast sending once.
Okay. Well, here we go. Let me see how that works again.
I can pull it up if you want. Send.
25 words.
Mm-hmm. And it can answer immediately.
Okay. So I from where I'm crouching at the back of the wagon, I tell them I may have a way of communicating with Kingy, but it can only happen once.
Okay.
And very succinct. So like I need to know what our plan is for sure. Let's nail it down so that I can communicate it to him.
Okay. Unless anyone has any other ideas, the plan would
What?
be.
Huh.
What was that?
I was gonna ask if I have a time limit in which I have to use the spell or
No.
Okay, cool. So alright, go ahead.
The plan would be we have, under the cover of night, Roger's going to sneak up to the prison and unlock their cells.
Okay.
Once from that point on, we have a couple options, but it will mostly, the main goal will be to get out. If we can do other stuff before we get out, then good, but otherwise, whatever. We will then make some sort of movement from the prison to the wagon, book it out to the south gate, and that'll be all. That's basic plan. I imagine there'll be room for some finesse, like some illusions for the wood, or any type of loud noises to distract other people, and then there's also a chance that we might take the time to get their stuff. But that will all depend on how things are going.
Okay. All right. So should I tell him this now or tell him closer to when we're ready to do it?
We could tell them now, or tell him now. I don't feel like it would change anything. It would just be more like a be ready.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna cast sending, and I say, Kingy, we are coming to save you. We are coming to save you.
Mm-hmm.
Be ready. We strike tonight.
Kingy, you may respond immediately in 25 words or less.
25 words or less?
Yeah.
Okay, then might need to type it out real quick
No,
just to make
you're
sure.
just gonna have to say it, and I'll count it out.
Okay. They took Cagliari now. I alone completely ignore. I free.
Does King
Sort
know
of.
there's a limit?
Kingy doesn't know there's a limit.
Julian,
Caveman speak anyway.
You said 25, right?
Yeah, but
Yes,
Kingy
but
doesn't
your
know that.
Character wouldn't know.
Oh.
Exactly. So I'm saying just say what
Okay,
you
so let me
want to
back
say
that
and
up.
respond. Yes.
I don't know who this is, but they just took
right?
Yeah, you recognize the singer if you know them.
Just wait. All right, hold on. I'm trying to finish.
You recognize Malakai because you've met him before, so you recognize
You
his
sound
voice.
familiar, so I'm gonna trust you. They just took Cagliari away. I'm scared. I'm alone, but I found this harmonica, so I can play the blues now.
That's it.
I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
I was so. I like how that was I can play the blues now.
So I can play.
Great. Great.
So I relate to the Roger and dude. Message was received. I'm not sure that was helpful.
All right.
So wait, to know the canon now, we don't know Cagliari's been taken.
I mean,
I think we heard that.
he
we
hasn't
did hear that.
communicated it.
Was it not said in the 25 words?
It was said in
said
the
to
first
you,
one. I
psychically.
think.
Said in the first few
Oh,
words.
I see.
It was.
Yeah, I said
Yes.
they just took. I don't know who this is, but they just took Cagliari.
Got it.
I'm all alone and scared,
Yeah.
but I have this.
this harmonica.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we do know. I don't know who they is at all.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna assume it's that, pointing at the wagons, and So we're gonna have to do something now.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much help I can be here. All of these men are from Lucine, and as you know, I need to keep myself hidden from them for now.
Of course. What if you just get Meteor to charge, just to run into the wagons, knock them both over. Anyway,
Can Meteor
that
identify
was the real plan.
every-
Identify what?
Something's happening.
Guards are filing in to the caravans.
How far away from them are we?
You didn't move past where you're at. You were 60 feet away.
Oh,
So
I'd say
if
as soon as you
Cagliari
stop.
is there, if Cagliari is there, she'd be able to hear if I send message.
Yes.
So I'm just going to cast a spell and point in their direction.
Uh-huh.
Say, Cagliari, if you're there, respond.
Hey,
Well,
Did we get a response?
does that answer your question?
Wait, so did all the guards hear that?
Yes, Cagliari is right
you,
there.
you point at a person you want to send the message to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
You didn't get a response.
As long as I know the general direction, I can
I
point.
see.
You didn't get a response.
I see.
If- Did I not?
Nope.
No, I
Nope.
made a joke.
I thought I heard yo.
That was me.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Wasn't it?
I'm sorry.
Nick just pranked you. Yo.
Okay. That makes things difficult.
So she's not there.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you guys
But where?
stationary?
We're moving like real slow.
Okay. You're just
We're
like on
doing
the
good.
side of the road going real slow. Great. Well, these carriages start picking up mad steam. And they're saying, make way! Make way! So if you allow them to
Victor von
pass,
Frankenstein.
if you allow them to pass, they're booking it out of the south gate. And yeah, they pass you pretty quickly.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
Well, what's the plan, boys?
All right. We're gonna add a new step to the plan. I'm gonna have to break into the prisoner, like warden's office, and see if there's any transfer record. Because we have no clue where Callie is. She could be anywhere at this point. So we need to know where she's looking, and a manual search is not gonna. Or we need to know where she is, and a manual search will not help.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't really deviate the plan too much. We should probably find somewhere close by to wait, and then.
Oh, I'll let you do all the sneaky stuff.
You know what? Which one of you will be driving the wagon? Because if you haven't done it before, I might need to tell you how, or show you some pointers.
I guess I'll drive the wagon.
All right, I'm gonna explain to Moon Dude how to drive the wagon. And we're it's gonna be like when you get taken out to like learn how to drive a car. We're like we're on the road and we're just doing like little, very slow, and then we like turn and it's like, all right, you're doing good. All right, now try your parallel parking. Uh-oh. Trevor, we roll for parallel parking.
What?
Making a joke, Norm.
I roll for
Okay.
parallel parking.
No, you don't.
I got a 22. I could have renamed that to parallel parking. I should have. You can't take away my cool skill. Alright, I guess we wait. I mean, there's
So where are you waiting?
somewhere nearby, but like a little bit out of view.
Okay. And what are you waiting on?
Night. Or unless somebody wants to
Okay.
do something else.
I see.
Uh,
So you're just camping out.
mhm.
All right. Well,
Wait, can we not get any closer to there?
I mean, you can. I don't care.
Well, it doesn't look like we can. I mean, we can get closer to like the main road, like where the road and the prison meet. But I imagine if we move any closer to the prison itself, they'll ask questions and potentially they'll blow our cover.
I guess. All right.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry. It's very funny though.
What?
There's some messaging going on.
There's some DM going. There's some DM.
I'm just messaging him jokes because I'm sitting here waiting.
Yep. It's quite the situation that he's in. So.
What about that one?
Nope. So.
Darn.
You guys can get in a short rest if you would like.
Alright. I'm gonna equip every single one of my daggers.
I don't think I get spell slots back on short rest.
Probably not.
Great.
And
I'm gonna have to leave.
A little bit of time passes, and Meteor says, "So what we do now?
We wait for nightfall.
Why?
Because it's harder to see when it's dark outside.
I see good in dark.
That's not common.
You guys don't see good in dark?
Well, I do, but not everybody does.
I see good in dark. Do you see good in dark, Moon Man?
Yeah, I see good and dark.
Do
I think
you see
weirdly
good in dark,
worst
Malakai?
sample size here.
Yes, I do.
Everybody see good in dark.
No, but not everybody in the world sees good at dark.
But we're not everybody in the world.
Exactly, but we don't want other people to see us.
Oh. I get it.
Because we're about to do something illegal.
What illegal?
That means that other people don't like it.
Oh.
Sort of thing.
Okay.
Alright, takes out a whole law textbook.
So, a
Educates the
crowd
media
has
word
begun
law.
gathering at the entrance of the jail.
Uh-oh.
And there are people talking. They're
Their necks
staying.
are exposed?
Yeah, their necks are exposed. They're staying on the road. But a bunch of them are standing outside saying, "They put Circus in jail. Can you believe it?
Oh, Circus was the best performer we ever seen. Oh, I haven't seen her in 3
They're
years,
missing
and now
most
she's
piggies.
gone.
They are. A bunch of people start talking about how Circus was put in jail, and then a bunch of them start organizing a chant.
Approximately how many of them?
Well, it starts off with like 2 or 3, and then about 5 or 6, and then if you let it keep happening, that number's only gonna go up.
We're gonna start a riot now.
Did we use them as cover?
Yeah. If you wait long enough. Right now there's
Alright.
about 9 or 10, and some of them are trying to get a chant on where there's old guys going, "Free Circus, free Circus, free Circus, free Circus."
Okay. I'm putting on my cloak.
Okay.
Can I use minor illusion to make a sound of people so they're even louder?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. There's a couple rowdy crowdy boys, and their voices are amplified by Malakai faking it, and the chant only grows stronger as more people join in.
Alright, I'm in
And
the crowd now.
eventually there's a
Also cheering.
big commotion. So this whole
Going
chant,
free circus.
free circus, erupts, and the guards are getting a little bit intimidated at this point. Out of the main gate step 2 guards, and then another 2 guards, who were then essentially saying, "Stay off the premises! Stay off the premises!" And a bunch of the people were just backing up to the road because they don't want to actually get, like, clapped. But they're going, "Free circus! Free circus!"
It was an accident, you idiots. You can't arrest her if it wasn't an accident. It's not illegal.
We're about to do a little trick.
And then a bunch of other people say, "Yeah, it don't count. She should have known that it would have killed him, but it don't matter." So there's a bunch of people making a bunch of arguments, basically saying it was an accident, it doesn't count, you don't have the right, let her back in the arena, let her fight.
You don't have the right. Oh,
You don't have the right. Oh, you don't have the right. A whole lot of chanting and a whole lot of chanting for Malakai, and the other people are looking around because like there aren't that many of them, but there's just a ton of noise, and then all of that noise is just drawing more confused people who are now just joining in, trying to figure out what's going on and why it's so loud. And in about 15 minutes, the number of people was just multiplied exponentially.
Can I throw a can I sleight of hand a rock
Yeah. Like off the ground?
and then throw it
Yeah, at the prison place?
at one of the guards?
Ooh. You're gonna start a Boston Massacre. We're just throwing snowballs, but then somebody throws a rock and all of a sudden 8 people are dead. The British
what
lose
can I
control of
say?
Boston.
I
Alright.
did suggest burning down the city.
Yeah, you did. Alright,
It was a controlled fire.
Well, what's your sleight of hand?
Alright, well I got a 15.
Okay, well, heck, they're not gonna notice where it came from, so who you chucking it at?
Guard number 2. If
Like
they're
this guy?
moving left to right, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Dunk.
Roll the hit.
What is rock?
Oh, let's say it's a...
I'm just gonna roll an unarmed strike.
Yeah, roll an unarmed strike.
23.
That'll hit.
23.
You're gonna kill this man. Roll the
I mean, he
d4.
only takes 2 damage, but alright.
Oh, because unarmed strike? Okay, you want to just use the 2 damage? That's perfectly fine.
I
I was just gonna have you roll a d4, but it's very
I
similar.
can roll both. 4.
Alright, it takes 4 damage. It goes,
Ow! Who threw that?
and the guard charges forward, and then the crowd kind of backs up. Things are getting a little scary. Roger ducks around, And then the guards are pushing forward with their pikes. And finally, riding on a horse, comes what is clearly a captain and says, "Clear the street! Clear the street!" And he rides up on these people with his rapier out and his horse rearing in front of their faces. And a bunch of the people that were confused just kind of leave. And then a bunch of the rowdy people backpedal. Things are getting a little bit chaotic, and a bunch of people want out now. The captain steps off of his horse, one of the guards steps in, and then a couple other guards run down the road. And captain...
my escape. We're leaving now.
The captain begins to address the crowd. What? What are you doing?
I'm leaving. I'm going back to where I was. I mean, our cart.
Okay. So you just slink away from the chaos of the crowd. And the captain goes, People! Cagliari or circus is no longer being held here. Your protests are in vain. Disperse and get out." And the people go, "We don't believe you. You can't lock her up forever." And the captain just goes, 1, yes we can, and 2, she's not here.
This is a military state. We can do whatever we want.
Now leave, or we will be forced to take action. Then they go, "Oh, this is a load of bollocks." And they just start running around, going, "Our new circus will get in over here, head. We killed too many people." And then one guy, as he's passing down the road, two of the old cronies go, "I remember the good old days when you could kill someone and it didn't count because you was in an arena. And nowadays they're saying it still counts. What has this country come to?"
That one's gonna go places.
What time is it? Is it like dark out? Or is it still just like
No,
day?
it's like 12 p.m.
Gotcha.
No time
1
has passed.
hour has
1
passed.
hour later. The captain, however, walks up to your wagon.
He knows.
And he says,
My cloak is off and thrown in the back
yes.
now.
And he says, "You lot need to disperse. You're too close to the jailhouse."
Okay. Start shuffling.
Alright.
Oh, okay, never mind. We don't shuffle away.
Maybe. No, this might be risky.
Mm-hmm.
When in doubt, go for the risk.
I cast suggestion.
Yeah, you may cast suggestion.
Gosh.
So wait, when you cast suggestion, are you like doing something? Can I tell that you're doing something?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Alright, never mind. Go on.
No, not really. I mean, it's more in the words I'm saying.
Gotcha.
So make your wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. I'll start with that, I guess. Oh, that's a 6.
Perfect. Captain, we heard what you said, and it seems like you have a lot on your plate. Wouldn't it be better to release the prisoners who have no charges against them, like Kingy?
Yes, I believe it would. Turns around.
Goes, your suggestion is noted, but I don't care. Okay, well, maybe that will do something.
Disperses the crowd, and the rest of them seem to disperse. And then he talks to the 2 guards, and they funnel back in.
We still need to know where Cagliari went. But like sneaking in and stealing one thing is a little easier than sneaking in and doing an entire bust. So
The captain,
later.
Taking me to Florida.
the captain walks back,
Yo, Dolphin Street.
and then he goes over here and he goes,
Wait a minute.
"How did you know we were holding Kingy?"
Oh, we're Kingi's. Uh-oh.
We heard it from the crowd. Big crowd that was just chanting there. No, we're free Cagliari and Kingy.
Yeah, we were there last night.
Roll for deception.
Oh, I'm great at these.
I am also good at this.
I'm
9.
just nodding. I'm nodding supportively. Can he get advantage?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Again.
Ooh, easy.
It's still 9.
Well, he rolled a 19, so he just goes. When I arrived, they were yelling "Free Circus," not Cagliari. They know her stage name. How do you know her real name? Do you know her personally? No, I didn't.
All right.
Oh wait, yes I
In all fairness,
I
in,
did.
in all fairness, let's be real here. You just said Circus or Cagliari. That's what you said, isn't it?
Yes.
This is much better than my plan.
Now we'll carry on away. We just we have business elsewhere, but we were hoping to perhaps we could see her as she left.
What?
We're the Cagliari fan club.
Who do you think you are? And who do you think I am? You're not
We
with.
saw her match yesterday, and her movements, poetry in motion.
Yeah,
She
I've been
killed
following her
someone.
for months. It's just so
Allegedly.
beautiful.
Well, that's her job.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Do you know how many guards I have that can back up the fact that she intentionally killed Lady Lene?
But
You
it was
idiot, groveling masses think it's just some wild accident that a highly competent, trained performer and witch just accidentally decapitates a noble? Are you stupid? Listen, I'm not daft.
Cagliari.
How can you seriously be fans of that psychopath?
You know what?
Likes Daft Punk.
You know what? You might be right. Perhaps we had not thought it through enough. We were just caught up in
But
the feel of
years of history.
I guess I should stop sewing my Cagliari fan club T-shirt.
Yeah, because there goes all the merchandise.
Who are you
know what?
people?
You've really opened our eyes, Captain. We will absolutely, you know, as
I'll
a
take
matter of
down
fact,
the
as a matter of
bulletin
fact,
board.
I think we should start the Captain fan club.
The wagon started. The horses are gonna start moving.
The captain just looks at you like, boy, how much smom do you think you can fit into one sentence before you puke?
A lot more.
Idiots.
Right off.
The captain.
Right off sunset.
The captain looks at Meteor, who was just standing there staring at him the whole time, and it's the first time he actually looks over at him, and Meteor just kind of sheepishly waves. And he goes, "What on earth is this?" "I'm Meteor." "Are you a member of the Cagliari fan club?" "I don't know. I didn't know we were fan club."
Well,
Yeah.
sir. This is. I point to Groger. That's his son. He's challenged.
He's touched in the head, Captain.
He got hit by a really
I
big rock.
think you're all touched in the head.
We all got hit by really big rocks. We come with a village where they hit you with a big rock.
You. And he looks at Malakai. And he
His neck
goes,
explodes.
"No." Chainmail. And he goes, "I know you from somewhere. Are you not also from Lucine? Your accent, your clothes."
I just have one of those faces.
Roll for deception.
Huh?
Roll for deception.
Fantastic.
We ride.
20.
Alright, he goes, "Suppose you snobs all do look the same." Ugh.
Well, that's hurtful, but alright.
I don't trust you for some reason, but... Alright, how about this? How about I never see you again and we leave it at that?
Sure, yeah. That's fine.
Great.
I'd be that way.
Yeah, we're sobbing now.
Great. If I get wind
Yeah.
that any of you are causing trouble, I will be the first to make sure that you end up where Cagliari was.
And that would be.
The jailhouse. Was that not obvious?
You said she wasn't here anymore.
Well, she isn't. That's why I said was and not is.
Oh, yeah, he got us there with using the English language.
Now, are
Thank you for your
yes, are you going to collect your little pet Kingy? I'm assuming you know him.
He's another member of the fan club.
Which is why he ran out into the arena to desperately revive Cagliari, shouting from the top of his lungs.
Kingy has... He saw his chance, he took it. He has a massive crush on Circus.
Yeah.
Roll for deception with like triple advantage.
Oh my god.
The narrative is
I got an
rapidly
18.
That's good.
unraveling.
Alright, the captain goes, "Oh my gosh, you're all idiots. You're all idiots." And then he just walks back.
I'd
And
like to roll to know the captain's intelligence.
Kingy is being escorted out of the
Oh, she's still
building.
there!
No, she's not. By the two guards, and the captain brings him over. And the captain, by the way, Kingy, I didn't say this, but the captain asked you your name, and I'm assuming you gave it to him. And,
I told it to him in Draconic.
Alright. Great. Wow.
This could end poorly.
Brilliant. Anyway, now that they know your name, you kind of have to have given him your name.
Okay. True.
Because otherwise, all of that was impossible. So you at least gave him your name. In terms of what interactions you have with him, would you like to figure that out? Because he definitely would have interrogated you.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So you don't want to do the interrogation?
If you insist.
I do kind of insist, because we did a giant time skip and we never got around to this, which means now, flashback scene. Alright, I'm gonna cut the town music because now you're in jail.
Is this before or
had the
after I
stream
got the
muted
message? This is
off.
before I got the
This is
message.
before you got the message.
Okay.
This is like,
There's nothing music.
this is late at night.
What? I'm playing the harmonica. What?
The captain is staring at you. You said that to him. Please tell me you just said, "What? I'm playing the harmonica." What?
Yeah,
Why?
no, that was all in
Alright,
character.
perfect, perfect. The captain goes, "Where did you get that?"
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer for.
No.
Yeah. Well, I have many questions to ask you.
Okay, I took it out of my boot.
All right.
You were one letter off from being terrible there.
Oh.
I have questions for you. You've drawn quite the interest from the Linnaeus, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk, but yeah.
Yes, I was there for his interrogation. We have no grounds on which to convict you, but... Alright, as I was saying, in order to appease them, we've needed to hold you here. But it also seems you haven't told him everything. Is it in fact true that you were traveling with Cagliari?
That is true.
And he just kind of looks around, and there's no other guards around, and he goes, "You didn't have anything to do with it."
With what? What happened in the Colosseum?
Yes,
Absolutely not.
and I can take your word on that.
Absolutely.
And you swear it.
On Bahamut.
Oh, that's actually pretty serious.
You just roll for persuasion with advantage.
Ah, with advantage? Okay. All right. Persuasion. So that's a 12. And that's a 19.
Okay. So, the captain says, "There's very little more I want to know about you, but please tell me your name at the very least."
Kingy, Lotel.
Very well, Kingy Hotel. I apologize that this has happened to you, but we cannot trifle with those from Lucine. They carry much power and authority, and if you cross them, they do have legal authority to prosecute you. In this case, I'm not sure what else they may do, but we're waiting on their word. As I've said, nothing that you did was criminal. You attempted to save someone who was bleeding out, so in my mind, you are nothing but someone who was doing the right thing, as our clerics were being dissuaded and did not have the confidence to oppose the Linnaeus. But you also did save a murderer, so I'm not exactly sure where that leaves you.
Hey, man. You know, a thief will get stabbed tonight, and someone will revive him.
Sure. Is that supposed to be some kind of clever saying? Or
Yes.
seems very specific and an unusual example, but I think I see your point. Can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Don't come back to this town.
No promises, but I'll make a note of it.
Very well. And maybe I must guide you, I suppose.
Oh, I thank you very much.
Alright. He walks away. Flashback done. Well, you are now standing in front of this man after you've been escorted by the guards. And you remember the conversation that you had not 5 seconds ago, but in fact last night. The captain says, your friends are quite the interesting set of characters.
Yes, they are.
As I'm sure you know, the Linnaeus have decided that they won't be dealing with you. I'm sure you heard the commotion when they took out Cagliari, so...
Yes, I did. And
Indeed.
I'm mildly concerned. Where are they taking her?
I have literally no idea.
Oh, you don't even know.
No. I asked, and they said... They essentially told me to bugger off. That I had no right to ask them such a thing.
You know, it kind of sounds like they're kind of how do I say this? It sounds a lot like their authority is overreaching your jurisdiction.
Hmm.
Roll for persuasion with advantage.
Persuasion. So that's a 19. That's a 7. So we're taking the 19.
I'm taking the 19, so the captain goes, I'm aware, but I have no ability to oppose them without harsh consequence.
Well,
If it were up to me, you would have been freed long ago, but now that they've left, and I suppose left you to rot, you're my decision, and I say that you should go free.
I appreciate it.
Let me send you off with a warning, though.
Mm-hmm.
I may have released you, but I am almost certain that the Linnaeus will either keep a watchful eye on you, or attempt to enact retribution for what you've done.
Ah, kill me in my sleep. Got it. Not the first time. Ex-wife.
Very well. Then, as I've stated, that is why last night I asked you to stay away from this town. Trouble may follow you for quite some time. The Linnaeus have a history of, as I've said, enacting retribution. Now, get out of my sight.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Like skips back to the wagon.
Skips back to the wagon.
Hey, guys, hey, what's bad? What's up?
Like,
We
I'm
need to
gonna look around specifically and then stop crying.
Okay.
We need to find Cagliari, though. This is kind of important.
All right,
Where is she?
I have no idea.
you're our man on the inside.
Well, man, on the inside, all I know is they took her away.
Okay.
They gave Kingy's equipment back, right?
Yeah.
No, he's completely naked.
Did
Nothing.
they give him my equipment?
Nope.
Okay, thought so.
That's actually bad. All right, so we still need to perform the heist then.
However, they just took her, like, what was it, 15 minutes ago before leaving?
Probably.
15 minutes ago before leaving.
DM, is this correct?
Yeah, that's what I said.
This is correct. Oh yeah, like so they just kind of left.
Wait, 15 minutes ago?
15 minutes ago.
Oh, the
15 minutes ago.
wagons!
That was like an hour ago.
Oh, was it?
That was like an hour. I guess it's true.
Oh, that
It
was like an
probably, it
hour
was
ago?
probably a
Oh,
couple
okay,
hours.
sorry,
Okay,
my
I was
time.
about to say, I'm like,
okay.
did they teleport? I'm like, where did they go?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they
Okay.
left about probably an hour ago. Did you see anything suspicious?
I mean, there was 2 wagons filled to the brim with guards from
Huh.
wearing the similar equipment to those that were of the guards last night.
Maybe.
Beyond that, though, no, yeah, nothing suspicious.
Maybe we follow them.
Follow them. That'd be interesting.
Well, let's go then. Maybe we should follow them because there's one, I got a very interesting warning from that guard over there, captain over there, and he said, yeah, my life could be in danger, which is very cool, very awesome, and not to go into the town anymore, to come back because they will try and assassinate me. So that probably extends to you guys to some extent.
Good to know.
Oh, Moon Dude, you're back and you're awake and conscious.
Debatable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means, and it sounds funny.
It's fun.
Question: if I did like a history check, would I be able to like get a clue of where the Linnae family might have taken Cagliari?
You can certainly try.
I'd like to attach a mortar to our wagon.
Mm-hmm.
What now?
Oh, I don't get it. I'll certainly try.
Nat 20.
All right. You remember where the Linnaeus live, and it is central Lucine, like the castle. Like they own a district in the castle, and you don't remember if they have their own house or their own jails, but boy, do they have connections. And with those connections, they could put Cagliari anywhere. They could offload her to one of the other royal houses. They could put her directly in the Lucine asylum. Who knows?
So Lucine Asylum. Interesting.
So, I think I know where Cagliari might be.
All right. Well, we should check there.
Yeah. It's in Lucine. They've most definitely taken her to Lucine.
How far away is that?
Yonder.
It is yonder. Several days away.
At least a 2-day journey.
Well, we ride.
Pretty much.
All right.
Yeah, unless anyone else has anything else to do. But
Are we done here?
I think we're done
I have nothing
here.
else to do.
I think we're like done here. I think that's it. I think that's where we're leaving off. Wow, that was certainly interesting. So we ended with Cagliari being just kidnapped. All right, that was something.
That sure was something.
Yeah, while you guys were just like figuring out your escape plan, he messaged me. He's like, "By the way, Cagliari is being loaded into a cart right now."
Yeah.
I knew
I was
should've
like-
done something.
Okay.
I was over
Yeah.
here debating whether to like sabotage them or like try to sneak underneath them, and I just didn't have enough time.
So here's what
Well-
happened.
Wait, was Cagliari in that caravan?
Nope. Not in the ones you saw.
Different one. I see.
She was
well, I would have ended up
further
on Nebraska.
Down the road. So here's what happened, right?
Yeah, I don't know how much I should say.
You guys
'Cause I know
slept.
both of you guys right now.
You guys slept the first night, right?
hmm
And that entire time, the Linnae people were up plotting how, where, and what to do with Cagliari. They did not sleep. They basically went through, stonewalled Captain Holt, agreed that they would just take custody of Cagliari and leave Kingi, and then arranged to take her out by morning. So, yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is chill. Here's my escape plan. And he was like, no, that doesn't work because of this. I'm not going to tell you what this is yet because it might happen later. But
It might happen later.
I was like, darn.
I was wondering
So-
if you were gonna try that. I was like, this is the first time that Jacob's actually gonna have opposition to what he's used to doing. And yeah, there was in fact opposition to what he was doing. Yeah. Remember how I said I was gonna like make a whole thing just to punish Jacob so he couldn't do anything he was doing? And I was kind of joking, but then accidentally you guys decided to go up against the people that can hard counter Jacob. Yeah. So yeah.
I still have 3 levels in Rogue. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm no slouch.
No.
That's like
if I get a shank.
That's like
Yeah.
me trying to plan any type of escape route. It's like, all right, well, disadvantage, disadvantage.
Right.
Oh no.
I'm gonna stop the recording since it's now post game, but